should be.
Is this what they do to like Matt Mercer at the beginning of like before they start the episode? They just like somebody like tries to yell something obscene.
That's why
you haven't heard them like miss the cue and
no.
Oh, in some of the older episodes, they were like 6 seconds late. It's just like cock and balls and cock and balls and cock and balls and fuck.
Makes sense. I always assumed that's what they were doing, but I've never heard it.
That's why if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get this content and you pay.
Unedited.
Yeah, you get bigger, longer, and uncut.
Just like my something. Fingernails?
No, that's South Park. We're getting sued. Hold on, I just got a letter in the mail.
So, I had my, dice cup, and I had to, set down my cup of hot tea, and so I was like, okay, so I moved my dice cup forward, but I'm used to it, in, the way, and so I went to just, drop my whole bag of dice in my tea.
I have to ask, Sasha,
yes?
why do you mime holding dice like you're 107 years old? I've got my dice right here.
Dice bag, that's why.
I think he's fixed on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, the title. I just had to update it twice. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so.
That also for YouTube, though.
Oh my god.
It should be updated for YouTube.
I'm so sorry,
Is it not?
Kyle.
2 die, 1 cup.
Okay.
No.
Just
Get out.
All right. So,
Nope.
I guess we can finally begin.
Don't worry about that,
more
Tracy.
technical difficulties. Yes. Okay. So,
We'll figure it out.
finally begin. Last week in SteamWorld Forge, you guys.
Oh.
Over a brief breakfast, came together, finding your kind of beginnings and commonalities, set forth to the Piece de Resistance of the celebration of First Landing on the last day. And you guys made your way towards the circus that a few of the members of your current group had been traveling and working with as a part of. This troop, led by Yuri Bryn, a.k.a. Fantabulo, and this traveling troop that he kind of commanded, called Momentum de Galena. You guys set about taking part in some of these festivities, some drinking contests, some bell ringing contests, an archery contest. As you guys kind of, made your way about, getting some fried lard and almost getting someone's hand bitten off by Koshka. But you guys managed to, kind of come together a little bit while Gerry decided to wander off and get high on the carousel. The rest of you guys kind of had a little bit of bonding time under the direction of Yuri to make you guys loosen up, drink, and spend your gold. At which point, you guys kind of split off, going to find seats. And you found out that Harrow discovered quickly that the Ferris wheel that she was sharing a car with
Quickly.
kind of turned abruptly, finding an individual dead with a note inside his lapel. This lizard folk man apparently stabbed underneath the armpit and then left, to which Harrow discovered. The rest of you finally kind of gathering, getting your seats, Harrow making her way in with the kind of the imperial ultra sail called the Regency that had the Exarch of the Republic, along with a few other members of the Ministry, kind of standing by with him, just kind of making an appearance at such a large celebration. There were some performances, and some of them weren't so great. You tried. Well, maybe they fell a little flat. But there were also some great performances. The trapeze act was a beautiful sight to behold, followed by the master illusionist Francis Oren, who set about making this fantabulous showing of lights and sound and imagery of moving picture of a long lost battle of dragon riders against a demon invasion. At which point part of the tent was kind of ripped open to reveal at this moment just more of spectacle than anything else, to kind of reveal the blood moon eclipse that was happening outside while this was taking place. And very abruptly, things took a turn for the worst. After Francis called for some individuals to meet him on stage to volunteer, they were gone. Only left with a few very real demonic entities. After dispatching these enemies, while the rest of the crowd kind of ran and fled for safety, the few of you kind of stood up, took charge, and did what needed to be done at the moment's call. Unfortunately, you found that Francis seemed to have been dead for some time. You also discovered through Eris, one of the pretty burly human women that make up part of the security detail, along with Arkhann, Doran, and Roxy. Both Doran and Roxy seem to be missing from the festivities, if you will. You guys searched Francis's room, found him dead, stabbed with a kris multiple times, and locked into the trunk that resided at the foot of his bed. Searching Doran's room, you found it pretty well empty, picked over, maybe an article or two or clothing left. And searching Roxy's room, you found just clothes kind of scattered, personal effects just kind of all over the place, very unkempt. So, with Arkhann and Lance heading off into the night, following the heels of the description that, the couple other members had been seen heading I believe we said, it was southeast, kind of towards the town. Through some questioning and investigating, they kind of found that there's a lot of people and they're kind of looking for a needle in a haystack without any more information. So as you guys finish kind of searching over Roxy and Doran's room, with Eris kind of silently tagging behind, a silent exchange between, a not so silent exchange between Harrow and Eris revealed that, Eris might know a little bit more than she was leading on, telling Harrow that she might have seen Doran coming out of a certain establishment. So, as you all kind of make your way back towards the center of the carnival,
You can the racetrack.
To the racetrack. Yeah. You can. That's right. So as you guys were kind of coming out, you saw Yuri Fantabulo in handcuffs, being led away by the RSB, with the few family members of the children that have been supposedly abducted, kind of standing around, screaming, crying, throwing insults. You're not incredibly sure, like, how much of this is show by the RSB to just, arrest somebody, or what exactly is going on here. So, with your guys' only lead from Eris, let's see. I
It
forgot.
was, I think, Salumi Plaza.
Yeah, there's a racetrack in Lomi Plaza. It's called the
Velvet Frisian.
Velvet Frisian. Yes, that's correct.
Arkhann and I are still headed to the docks looking for a fish guy, right?
No,
we
you guys turned
were.
around and came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
we came back.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out that in an act that is definitely not repeating past mistakes, Sasha was given a very important piece of plot-relevant secret information on session 1.
Mean.
Maybe not.
Wait. What? I'm missing something.
Definitely not going to turn into another Avalith situation.
Man,
Nope,
Aboleth
nope.
ride Ferris wheels this time? God damn. Sky
Oh.
Aboleth.
I'm smelling my
Wait,
flare.
are you talking about the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, I know about that. It's fine.
Do you really now?
Sure.
And in a repeat of last campaign.
Trusting you guys with that information. As far
Um,
as I know, it doesn't pertain to you yet.
All right. So as you guys are heading through the streets, towards Lomi Plaza, go ahead and whoever's kind of out in front, whoever that is, one or two of you or whatever, go ahead and make perception checks.
It's probably me.
I think I'd be out there with Arkhann.
Okay. So Dick, Tracy, and Gerry.
Yep.
Perception plus 0. All right, 17.
I got a 9.
11.
Haha, I'm perceptive.
We
9, 11, and what?
17.
17.
17. Who got a 17? Lance?
I did, yeah.
Gerry.
Gary. No.
No, Gerry got a 9.
Gary. Gary got a 9?
Dick.
Yes.
Got it. 17.
Okay. Oh my god.
I'm Dick.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
All these new names are already confusing enough to me.
I like how we have new names, and then we have new names on top of our new names.
Yeah.
I
When
can
you
just imagine-
started it with Steam World, Forge, I was like, wait a second, it should be Dead World. Why isn't he saying Dead World?
I was gonna say, Calvin's have had such a struggle not to say last week on Dead World.
Yeah,
I know.
I did. I had to stop and pause. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Great start, guys. Great start.
So you notice a couple things, Lance. There's, as you guys kind of make your way through, as you get farther and farther in, kind of out of that the Bowery, which is kind of the slums. Lomi Plaza is just kind of on the outskirts of that, but it is surrounded by a much nicer neighborhood. But there is a very large racetrack that you can smell the horses, even from a good distance away. And there's these very bright lights that you can kind of see shining up. There's this giant beacon kind of beckoning you in the direction of the Velvet Frisian. But you do notice these little semi-animated billboards and signs here and there. There's you see one, and the rest of you you guys do know, it's not only he noticed it. They're pretty large advertisements that are just kind of interspersed throughout the street. There's one. It says, "Is the human cost of business too high? Paying too much for accidental dismemberments and deaths? Try the new CMW series. Higher fidelity precision of articulation than your standard Butlerbot or Golem series. So incredible, they're almost lifelike." And you see, like, these clockwork, like, kind of, robotic looking, like gears beneath, like, a semi-transparent carapace. Very similar to the one that you saw hook the corner as you guys were making your way down towards the carnival after breakfast this morning. There's another one. You see, owe money to a mobster? Earn a decent wage and join the WRSF. Pay back your debt to society today. And sometimes, like, not all of them, but a few of them have, like, this kind of, like, old-timey announcer kind of, like, go to play along with it. And sometimes, like, you'll notice that it's like as you walk by a certain section or you get past, like, a building, they'll kick on. So it's almost like they're, something is remote activating these kind of, like, illusionary images that kind of just pop up and sprawl across, like, the sides of buildings, so, like, across their brick facades.
I am here for the ads. I want you to know.
And
this is great.
You can. I've been writing a bunch. I've been writing a bunch
for the last time to be an old-timey newspaper read from a paperboy.
Okay, that's a lot of work, but okay, I'll see what I can do. Last time in SteamWorld Forge.
Petition for it not to actually be a boy, but another gnome.
You do pass by, there's like a little metal kiosk. It looks like a little bin, transparent piece of glass, like, on the outside. And on the outside you can see in like scrawled, like, painted font that kind of, wraps around, it says the daily broadcast. And you can see on the, like, today's headline reads, "Chef and entrepreneur heavyweight Renard English enters into final bid to open restaurant on Siren."
On what?
Siren.
Is that like a street?
You guys can make. I mean, you guys would know. So that is the floating city. Siren is the floating city. It's not Echelon. I changed the name because I didn't like it. Did that a lot.
Could I do a check to see if I would have heard of this?
I mean,
The chef or the floating city?
All of it.
I mean, sure, go ahead.
You want me to do history?
History check? Yeah, I guess history.
History. Actually, I have a +1, so that's a 10.
A 10? No, not that you're aware of. I mean, there's basically what amounts to the newspaper, like, sitting there if you're interested in, like, looking further. But no, not anything. It's like, the big headline on the newspaper, basically. So this is probably something that happened recently.
How much are the newspapers?
They're a silver piece.
I would like a newspaper.
Okay. To go buy a newspaper, you just, like, basically drop the silver in. You hear it, ting, that, like, there's, like, you hear the, like, the whirring of gears kind of, like, turn, and then the door just kind of, like, opens and, like, on a little tray that kind of, like, spits out, like, a newspaper just kind of feeds out. And it's, like, your standard just kind of newspaper fare. There's, like, articles and whatnot of just, like, random things, like, for sales of what you would basically find in a normal newspaper. But the main article Following an amazing comeback story of Renard's restaurant Picholine that burned down last year in Reichenstadt, nearly destitute, he turned his fortunes around with his last pennies. Now superstar restaurateur seeks to expand as the high-flying echelons just can't get enough. So, as you guys are kind of sitting there, you go to buy the newspaper, Lance, because your perception check, you overhear a conversation. There's like, did you hear what happened at the fair? Yeah, supposedly they found another dead body down by the train station. Oh, what was it? Oh, so, yeah, Lance hears this.
With a 9?
No, he got a 17.
I
Yeah,
got
I
a
got
17.
You got a 17.
You got something? Oh shit.
I got a 9.
Let me re-roll. Let me get that 1 on my perception.
Yeah, I'm off looking for like street food somewhere.
Now that you're coming down off of being drunk and puking, you found yourself hungry again.
Like a couple bagels.
Yeah, I'd say easy enough. I mean, like, there's still enough activity, like, in the city that, you know, that you see, like, little carts that are lit by, like, little gas, or kerosene lanterns kind of, like, swinging off their umbrellas. They're just kind of, like, dark-colored fabric, kind of, like, frilled fabric hanging over just, like, a little wheeled sort of trolley. But yeah, like breads, pastries, sort of thing. Easy enough to find.
How long is it gonna take me to find a gluten-free bagel?
I don't even know what that means. You want a bagel or not?
Fine.
2 copper.
Really, that's it? The city is so cheap.
If I could charge more and people would buy it, I would. Too much competition around here anyways.
Am I also in this area, general area, with these guys?
Yeah.
Do you have meat pie?
I could put some sausage on a bagel.
Have you tried serving your bagels with like a cheese sauce?
No.
Might
Give
weed
me
out
2
competition.
meat bagel pie.
Okay, 5 copper.
Okay.
I definitely would have chosen a different place if I realized that this was a meat cart.
Oh, God, that's going to be a pain in the ass keeping track of.
Oh my god.
Well, off to the next corner I go, and you just kind of just
What kind of
squeak a wheel.
street vendor sells bagels and meat?
He just looks back. Just,
An Italian in New York?
tourist.
Hey, where's the train station?
He just gives you a look and then doesn't even bother. Just keeps going.
He is not very
So-
friendly.
Yes.
Was that all that Lance heard, or did?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pie is good.
Koshka is like nipping at your heels, like trying to get it.
Koshka, pie, eat. Delicious.
Just- Yep.
Meat.
All right.
Good Koshka.
I don't
So-
think I'll ever understand how your bear stomachs it all.
She has healthy appetite. She big girl.
All right, so
To be boy.
this bear's gonna weigh like 600 pounds more than it should in like a month with the way it's eating.
Good thing
Winter
I can
is
lift
coming.
that?
Winter just ended.
We prepare for next winter.
They're just gonna have
Never
like
to worry.
pre-diabetes or something.
Keep me warm at night.
Okay. So, with your greasy, meaty bagels, you guys continue heading off towards the racetrack.
Yeah.
Okay. Gerry, if you would like to make an investigation check, you can ask around and see if people know where the train station is. If you're curious.
I don't actually know anything that was said about the train station. Do we have to go to the train station in order to get to the racetrack, or
No?
We're still looking
It was
for
just
a fish guy,
something
right?
that Lance.
Yeah. Lance, you would have overheard. I guess I should have mentioned it. That the one of because I got a little sidetracked there with the bagels. You would have overheard. They're like, I heard it was a goblin, and then the person next to him, good riddance. So, about this time, you guys kind of coming up on the racetrack, you can see like these bright ass lights just kind of beaming up, making these beams into the sky, kind of from where you're at. There's just like floodlights, just kind of being pointed up. Whether they're magical or otherwise, kind of remains to be determined. But you can get like that. There's like this kind of almost humid kind of quality that starts to come to the air. It's a cool evening. It is definitely brisk. It is, you're in the northern kind of part of Aethys, so it definitely tends to get a little chilly at night, and it can snow well into the first few months. Just kind of depending on weather conditions and whatnot. So it is like the temperature is dropping, and it is not quite freezing, but it is definitely cold. So you can see a little bit of your breath just kind of walking through the streets, and you can see like gas lamps lighting the slums on either side. There's just like this kind of low kind of just very subtle whooshing that seems to kind of like come from the flame jets just powering these light sources that illuminate the streets. You make your way down the dirty cobbles, and arriving like at the racetrack, you can hear the thundering hooves of the horses. They're neighing and whinnying, and you can see like a building just kind of on the other side, like not on the other side, but kind of kitty corner to where you're coming through. You can see that there's a pretty big like building, and there's a palisade, and like these like marble facade just kind of out front. Like it's very done up and exorbitant, especially given kind of its location and its surroundings. It seems to just not fit.
Real quick, Kyle, before I forget, so I can actually update it. What's the actual date? Do you say Arganeth? Because we're on Enumbram.
It's
35 EM, 8:34.
Yeah, that's what we're on right now. Because you just said a different date. You said
No.
it's coming out of Anorath? Would you say we're coming out of?
No.
So this is.
I just said coming out of the first few. Yeah. So today is the 35th of Enumbram.
Okay. Cool.
8:38.
I thought you said we're coming out of something.
No. Tomorrow will be the first of Anagrath.
Cool.
Or Angareth.
Malaran?
Malaran? The first of Malaran? That's what we have on the calendar.
Yeah.
And
Because it doesn't go down, it
Grath's
goes.
2 months away.
Yes, you're right. Yes,
Okay,
first
cool.
of Malaran.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Sorry. When I look at it, it goes down, and I was like, oh, it goes in the column and then over, but no, it goes like this. So yeah, my bad. Tomorrow will be the first of Malaran.
Was Doran a goblin?
No, it was Roxy.
No, it was a fish guy.
Um. So, heading in, you can see like there are just a bunch of patrons all over milling about. There's people drinking, celebrating. It's like part bar, mostly casino. There's tables. People are throwing dice, playing cards. People dropping silver and gold into like these reeled machines and pulling levers that blink, make noise. And it's kind of like a multi-tiered thing. Like you walk in and there's like this beautiful like red, like a ruby red carpet that just goes from wall to wall. Kind of in the dead center, it's like nicely polished hardwood floors that are very gleaming with the lantern, like the gas lanterns that are lit indoors. You can see the reflection just kind of glowing off of the center floor area. Off against the left side, there's a horseshoe shaped bar that comes all the way around, just full. All the stools that sit there, a good 30 or 40 of them, just completely full with people. It's almost packed enough that you have to kind of push your way through the amount of guests that are inside this place. And as you guys are kind of going on, there's a loud horn that blares off, or trumpets off, I guess you would say. And then there's this slight rumbling of the ground that kind of catches through as begins, and then there's the thundering of hooves as the horses slowly make their way around the track. People screaming, "Get your bets in! Get your bets!"
I race up to place a bet.
Oh goodness.
All right.
That's why I've added gambling to expenditures.
I don't know what we're betting on, but I'm gonna bet.
Okay, let me bring this up real quick.
I bet on horse with biggest foot.
All right, so we're in bout 6. It's Charles, Darkmane, Rogue, Nightbolt, and Captain.
Can you please say that Charles and Darkmane are 2 different horses?
Yes, it's Charles, Darkmane, Rogue, Nightbolt, and Captain.
Perfect. I'm voting on Charles.
Okay. So minimum a gold wager. No max. You guess 1 right horse. You double your money. You get 3 right. You get 5 to 1 on your wager. If you guess the order of all 5 horses, it's 10 to 1.
So do we have to guess the order of the top 3, or just guess the top 3?
No, the order of who comes in.
It's order, yeah.
Okay.
So if you get the winning horse, you basically double your wager. If you get the trifecta, it's 5 to 1, and if you get all 5 horses in the correct order, it's 10 to 1.
So say their names real quick.
Charles, Darkmane, Rogue, Nightbolt, and Captain.
Can I bet like 2 gold that Darkbolt loses?
Nightbolt.
Nightbolt?
Are you talking about Darkmane or Nightbolt there, son?
Yeah.
Beer!
Well, you don't bet on who loses, you bet on who wins.
That is
But
Captain.
it sounds like way more fun to bet on who's gonna lose. Don't they shoot the horses at the end?
Only if they break the leg.
Well, that sounds like something
Then
the
they-
loser would do.
Alright, I have my
All
bet.
right, anyone, any bets?
I bet 5 gold.
All right, and who's your who you picking to win, son?
Captain.
Captain. Okay, so we got type into chat
Oh my
on
god.
roll 20 your bet and your horse name.
So that's mine.
Okay.
Wait, don't I have to put like all 5 in order, or just the one I want to win?
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, it depends on what you're going for.
It's like, is it all mutually exclusive, or
What do you mean?
So you can
like
bet.
to say that I make a bet and I get the first 3, but I made it put in the order of each 5 of the horses. If I get the first 3, do I get the winnings of getting the
Only if you
trifecta,
bet
or-
on the trifecta.
Yeah, only if you make the bet on it. You don't get it if you don't bet. So if you
Well, yeah, no.
So real quick,
I put my money down. I name the positions of each of the 5 horses, and I get the first 3. Do I win?
If you put a
No.
bet on the lineup, then you don't get money.
yeah.
Trifecta.
So it's 3
Yeah.
different kinds of bets.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not missing a die. All right, there we go. Okay, let me write this down. So
Big money,
Okay.
no whammy, stop.
No, do not forget to take off your the bets from your roll from your D&D Beyond.
Should I take the gold off right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
can take it
can.
off now, and then you can add it if
Okay.
you win.
Hell is that there? Okay.
I hate gambling.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Everybody got their bets in. You there that wanted to bet on the losers. You want to bet on the winner? You got to pick the winner. You want to be a winner? You got to pick the winner.
I don't want to pick the winner. I want to pick the loser.
All right. Well, let's see how these horses do. Oh, wait,
Hey,
that was the wrong-
Gerry.
That was not a D20.
I'll bet against you. Who do you think's gonna lose?
Okay, so we got.
Hey, Terry. I'll bet against you. Who do you think's gonna lose?
Okay, let's see. So we got.
Nobody put in like all 5 just for funsies.
All right, so
I got my
the
waist.
order is we got. Okay, so goddamn, this is way more work than I thought it was gonna be.
You're telling me. I gotta listen to all this and make sure I'm getting the right phone numbers. Frig.
I should have come up with a better system. I swear to God.
I assume that you didn't think people were going to gamble because gold is scarce.
No, I think he created the system because he knew we were going to gamble.
Fair.
He just never put in the thought of actually testing it. Say something,
Okay.
Sasha? Okay.
Damn it.
Horse, most majestic animal after bear.
Fucking goddamn.
Very big racetrack. They're still going.
Okay, let's see. Number 1. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got. Okay, let's see. So, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking with this.
Why don't you just do like a D20 and then rank them? Like
That's
highest
what
to
I'm
lowest.
doing. That's what I did, but I'm stupid. So. Okay, so. Let's see, Queen. You know what? Okay, so this is 2. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a better way. Okay. So put my. Okay. Let's put the numbers in. Okay. So now it's. The order of the winners is Rogue,
Fuck.
Captain, Nightbolt, Darkmane, and Charles.
Well, I got the top 3.
Damn it!
I just didn't get the
We're
right
all in the
ones.
same.
All right,
Got
all right. Bout 7's about to start. Anyone? This is the special bout. Bout 7's the special bout. This is the Tins' race. And, what's that?
I was gonna say, is that 10 horses then?
No, it's Tinses.
Ah.
And as you look out, kind of like taking the stocks or whatever the hell they are. I don't know anything about horse racing. Where they line up. Well, they're horses, but they're a little bit bigger. They're stockier, and they're shiny. You see metal plating across all of them that ranges from bronze to copper, gold, silver, like kind of and little like jets of steam kind of like rising up from like their nostrils. Like every now and like instead of breathing, you just watch these and like there's these jets of steam that come out. These kind of like dark kind of blue eyes that are just glowing inset into their heads where you would expect like a horse to be, but they seem to be entirely mechanical. All right, so this bout is steeple, unit, sentinel, abider, and clock. Any takers? Any bets?
You're gonna have to go through those names once more, pal. Slowly, so I can write them down.
Steeple,
Mhm.
unit, sentinel, abider, and clock.
Are there jockeys on the automaton horses?
No, nobody's riding the horses either.
Is there any way I could do like an investigation check to see if I know which ones are going to perform better? Or is that too complicated for your roll system?
You could make an Arcana check, I suppose.
Okay, I'll do that.
But I mean, it's all just kind of chance.
Plus 1, 19.
19. Yeah. So you kind of get the understanding that they, it kind of boils down to chance. These are mechanical. They all seem to be in like, from what you can see visually from this distance, beautiful shape, very well taken care of, polished metal exteriors, and posteriors. But as far as like who wins or whatever, hard to say. You do know that like they don't have jockeys because they're just like they're pre-programmed. They perform a specific function and they just do that. Same thing with the normal horse bouts. They're just like goaded by handlers. They're not. They don't feel the need to, they don't have to ride them. It just weighs them down.
Okay, Kyle.
Uh-huh.
Don't hate me for this, but can you give me the order of the horses from the least expensive material to the most expensive looking material? Some were made of bronze, some were made of silver, some were made of gold.
This is where Kyle walks away. Just full on leaves, just like, I'm fucking done with this.
He put himself in this hole, so...
They're all made out of bronze, okay? We'll make it real simple.
God damn it. I was thinking the gold plated ones weigh them down, put them dead last.
Which one has the shiniest bronze?
Alright, so we got unit,
Okay.
biter, and clock. It's abider, A-B-I-D-E-R.
Like the dude abides.
Abides.
Yeah, the dude abides.
There you go.
And Siggy's gonna do Sentinel.
You know it.
I'm at Arkhann?
It's kind of amazing.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's another. Oh man, 17 gold. I'm gambling.
All right, so, all right, so, all right, here we go. Final takers, no more bets. All right, so, got. Oh, no. Let's take. All right, so the order is Abider is first, followed quickly by Steeple. That was nearly a tie right there, boys and girls. Coming in third is Clock. Bringing up the rear is Unit and Sentinel.
Some heavy-handed chances we got here.
It's 1 in 5. 1 in 5 chance. Double your money. All right. So, as the bouts continue, they move back. At the end, there is just like jets of steam like roiling out from underneath like the metal carriages of these mechanical horses. They're referred to as tinses. And there's just like steam and smoke just broiling out from underneath like the shoulder panels and the rump panels, like just everywhere. Like they're like they've just completely overheated and overexerted themselves. Just kind of, you can hear like the whistling, like from the fuel and like the pent up like pressure just kind of slowly releasing as they kind of like slowly take a cool off lap before kind of like getting led back around towards the stables.
Is it Arkhann, or is that your name?
Aye, Arkhann,
Dick.
son of Cole.
Okay. Like Harrow, like kind of jostles you a little bit, trying to get your attention. Is there any way you can, like, I don't know, if you're taller than everyone else here, can you see if maybe Doran is here? Scan the crowd a little bit. You work
That's
for them?
right, Doran. That's who we're here for.
Yeah, completely forgetting what you came in here for, just by the abrupt kind of chaos of the gambling and all the people. Oh, God damn it! What is going on? Come on, copy. There we go. That's the one. That's what I want. Paste.
Taking a deep breath. Doran, are you here?
There's a lot of very confused faces that turn in your direction. The music like stops briefly.
I'm gonna lean over to the guy that's closest to me and go, "Hey, have you seen a fish man around here?"
Sorry, what was that?
So I was gonna lean over the closest person to me and say, "Hey, have you seen a fish man around here?"
Like one of the dealers at the table that you're kind of standing there. Blue skin fella?
Yeah.
don't see many of them. One came in here yesterday, and then he got thrown out.
Do you remember his name or anything like that? I'll take out a silver piece.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I can say that we had a discussion with the boss upstairs, and well, I don't know what one thing led to another, but he was tossed out pretty quickly.
Any chance you can give
Seems
me the boss's
his
name?
money wasn't very good here.
Any chance you can give me the boss's name?
Kind of glances around. Who's asking?
Just some people who would also throw him out of a place like this.
Well, I might be inclined to get the ears of some people in the know.
I mean,
If I found myself motivated enough.
sure would be helpful. And I'll slip him another silver piece.
That's mighty fine of you. It's definitely helping.
I'm just gonna unknowingly stand beside the guy and just yell again.
Hey now, friend, there's no need for that. You can see a couple. Make a perception check.
Me or Arkhann?
Arkhann.
That's gonna be a 12, coach.
A 12. You can see that a couple people shift, kind of at the doors, even over like the loud ruckus, of just like the din of the gambling and the people cavorting about. Your yell definitely carries across enough to get a couple people's attention over by the door, and you can see like a couple people just kind of cross their arms and start staring in your direction. Hey, now, you might want to keep it down if you don't want to end up like your friend.
No.
We find him.
No friend of ours. Archman, be cool. I got this.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Oh, I said, Archman, be cool. I got this.
Okay.
Then I'll pull out another silver piece. Sure would be mighty nice to talk to that boss of yours. And slide it over.
You said you gave him another silver?
Yeah, so that's 3 total so far.
Alright, he just kind of palms it on the table, kind of moves it over and drops it in his tip box. Just kind of slides it across the table. You hear that kind of ding into the tip box. He just kind of holds up a finger, waves. See one of the guys that was staring by the door slowly make his way through the crowd towards you guys. What's up? These people here want to speak to the boss, and they've been mighty generous. Like a second passes. The guy walks off. Well, go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. Grab a drink, and if the boss wants to talk, well, then she'll talk. Toss Cobble's her name.
Did you say toss cobble?
That's right.
I've heard of people tossing all kinds of things, but cobble is not one of them.
Right. Well, enjoy your drinks.
Thank you, you've been very helpful.
And you've been mighty generous. So, what do you guys do while you wait?
Have a drink.
I go up to a card table.
Yeah, what games are there to play here?
There's a few, like they have a few card games, poker, blackjack, things like that. A few dice games.
I spend the next 10 minutes trying to explain to the bartender how to make a Shirley Temple with vodka.
So wait, do you like? You want it with booze in it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, a Shirley Temple normally just comes with, fizzy water and cherry syrup.
Yes.
Okay, so you just want fizzy water and cherry syrup.
And vodka.
Well, that's not a Shirley Temple.
Oh my god. Is there someone else I could speak to? Can I just make this myself? I promise I'll pay you. It's literally 3 ingredients.
Well, I mean, next time just lead with that. Don't say you want a Shirley Temple, because that's not a Shirley Temple.
Okay, make me a
It
Shirley
gets
Temple,
very
and then
confusing.
give me a double shot of vodka on the side. And
Okay,
leave about enough room in the Shirley Temple glass for 2 shots of vodka.
so you want me to put 2 shots of vodka in your fizzy water with cherry syrup and leave space so that you have room for 2 more shots that you want on the side?
Yes.
Okay.
After this conversation, yes.
That's 5 silver.
I pay the man.
All right. Exasperated after your ordeal, you get your drink. No, my sound effects went away. Okay. So while Gary's getting his drink and arguing with the bartender, who's probably who's probably also a bit clueless, and it's very busy. Like, they're trying to pay. Like, their attention isn't on you 100% because they got 4 other people like yelling orders at them at the same time. The service still wasn't very great.
Real quick, do you have sound effects going on right now? I don't hear anything.
You might need to turn up.
I just turned it all the way up. I mean, keep yours at where it needs to be.
Wait,
there
where
we
are
go.
we turning it up?
Now I hear it.
Roll 20.
In roll 20, master music volume in the settings.
Roll 20. Master music volume. Oh, I do have to turn it all the way up. Yeah, that was really quiet.
Like how?
Yeah, I was trying it to just be a little bit of ambiance. I didn't want it to be super loud, but
No, you're good where yours at. We can do those individually.
Okay.
I don't think you Shirley Temple quadruple vodka cost you.
5 silver.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he actually gave me 6 shots of vodka, which means I got it for the steal.
You're gonna complain?
I don't think it would do me any good. He seemed rather clueless.
I'm gonna play some blackjack while we wait.
All right.
I definitely go to the poker table.
Okay. So basically, just roll for like ease of use. Minimum gold bet on the tables. But you can bet whatever you want. For the poker, let's see. You're basically just kind of like you're basically playing against the house. Or not. You're playing against other people. And then like house takes like 20% of the pot. But this is probably going to be too confusing again. So Dagan, go ahead and roll 1d8, 1d6, and 1d4, and then add those numbers together. And I guess you could just do it in roll 20.
Where'd my Discord go? And why can't I still hear you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. 1d8, 1d6, and 1d4?
Yeah.
I just like wide-eyed stare at Harrow, trying to convey the message like, oh my god, I bet you're really good at poker. But I don't actually say anything, because I'm pretty sure she can read my mind.
I'm wondering how long it's gonna take her to realize what's happening. Like, she's like, will look up at you and just like smile, nod, and just kind of like look away a little bit of like, this is very strange.
All right. What'd you get? A 10? Go ahead and roll a d6.
Roll what?
A d6. Roll another d6.
I got a 1.
A 1. Okay. So between you and the other 5 players at the table, there is someone ended up like the player to your left got an 11, and then the other and then so he takes, that's what, 5, 20%, 1. So basically, the guy to your left makes 4 gold. Dealer takes 2 gold.
How much did I lose?
1
gold?
1 gold. Yeah.
I feel like if you're trying to do poker in dice form, it should just be Yahtzee.
I have other rules for. I converted Texas Hold'em to dice, and it works really well. But it gets really fucking convoluted really fast, and I don't want to sit here rolling dice forever, and then we just waste this entire D&D session playing makeshift poker.
I feel like if we did blackjack, it could be a D20 plus 1.
It's 2d10, and then 1 is 11 or 1. So for you, you're playing against the dealer, gold bet, minimum. So roll 2d10.
Oh, I want to get in on this too.
That's a 10, correct?
And then you add them together.
Correct.
So
that is a 16.
okay.
Hey.
Let's see. Dealer
got
got
16
a
too?
14.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm betting 2 gold, by the way.
Yeah, same.
All right. So you got a 14. Do you want to hit? Do you want to stay?
We each got 16s.
Or 16. Sorry. You got 16s. Hit or stay.
I'll stay. Because the dealer got 14, right?
Yay.
Yeah, but I mean, they can also hit.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you can
just
hit,
like blackjack rules.
but probably
I
gonna
mean,
pass.
I have to hit to a soft 16. That's blackjack rules.
Exactly.
I've been to the casino. All right, both of you stay in.
Yeah.
Got a 16, so it's a push.
All right, didn't lose any money at least.
No, nobody loses any money.
Hey!
I'll go again with another 2.
Okay.
No, I bet 2. I'll bet 2 gold.
All right.
Now, it's
okay.
a little ironic that I can't afford to gamble tonight because I paid a bunch of money to pony up last time.
You said a 1 is an ace, basically, right?
A 1 is an ace, yeah.
Alright, so I got either 13 or 3.
Okay. Do you want to hit or stay?
Yeah, I'll hit on it.
The dealer has an ace face up.
Okay.
I got a
Ooh.
12. I'm gonna again.
Alright, so I got 19.
Okay. And you got a 19.
I got
And-
17.
You got a 17.
I got 12. So, no, 20.
A 20.
Oh,
All
shit.
right. So, Arkhann gets 2 gold back.
Woo! Applause right then.
Nagi, you lose a gold, and
I think I bet 2 gold, by the way. So I lost 2.
so you lose 2 gold. Arkhann wins
Yeah.
2 gold, and Lance, you push.
Motherfucker, you got a 19 too?
Dealer got a 19. Yeah, it was an ace and a 9.
Damn it. Alright.
Wait, what?
No, then that's a
Ace
20.
and 9?
If it's an ace and 9, then it's 20.
Sorry, an ace and an 8. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, ace and 8.
Not that I want to lose gold. I'm just making sure the math's right.
Yeah.
Alright. Go again until the lady comes.
Okay.
I want to go talk to the bouncer
Okay.
after I get my Shirley Temple.
Harrow will
Are
go
we
with you.
doing splits? No, I got a 5 and a 5, so I'll just hit again.
First hit. Okay, so you got a 10 hit.
Ooh, 9, 19.
19. Okay. How much you bet?
2. Same as that.
2 gold? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Arkhann, what'd you bet?
I'm betting 2.
2. And what'd you roll?
I rolled a 15. I'm gonna hit, and I'm gonna bust.
Oh, bummer.
Okay. Okay, so loses 2 gold. Medved, what'd you roll?
He stopped betting because he's depressed.
Okay.
Harrow is in.
And so dealer's got to face up 10, flips it over, another 10, so a 20 total.
Fucking bullshit. I'm done.
Sasha, what'd you play this
Can't
time?
win with these guys.
I'm betting.
You are betting?
House always.
I'm
wins.
not.
Oh, you're not betting. Okay.
Harrow doesn't have enough money.
Apparently neither now does everybody else, because it's all gone. Gambled away.
After seeing this, it just reminds him that he couldn't hit that bell, so he's moving on.
You know, as you're thinking back about it, you swear to God there was something funky about that carny, like, standing next to where you had to hit it.
Just like this goddamn table.
Cheating. All right, so you guys move on. Very quickly losing some of your gold. Move on and go get some drinks at the bar. If you want like an ale or wine or hard liquor, the more fancy it is, the more expensive. Generally about 5 silver is what a well drink, that's complicated maxes out to be. Everything else is about 2 silver for like a beer or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a beer.
Do they have fruit wine?
I mean, yeah. Apricots are in season, I think. I don't know anything about fruit.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Lance 2.0. I mean, Ulrun 2.0.
My continuing character flaw is that every character I make is afraid of spiders. Every character Adam makes is
Likes fruit wine.
Likes fruit wine.
So I'm gonna head over to the bouncer that leads to upstairs.
Okay. As you guys are getting your drinks, are you doing this while everyone's getting drinks, or are you doing this?
Probably while they're playing poker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are kind of meandering over towards the bar to get a drink, you make your way towards the bouncer guarding the door.
With my folk hero status as a party animal, do I recognize this bouncer? That is literally my background. I am a folk hero.
You're a folk hero. I mean, kind of. You've been traveling with the troop for a while. But it has been some time since you've been back to Warwick. It's been about a year. Are you a frequenter of the track? It didn't sound like it, because you didn't know how to bet on horses.
It's not that I didn't know how to bet on horses. It's that I don't like betting on horses. I like betting on losers. But I probably came through here looking for drugs at some point.
Well, if you want to bet on the loser, if you pick the last one, same bet, I guess.
Well, that's what I figured, but you were very obstinate about it.
You walk over to the bouncer. Just roll a D100.
Breaking out the big numbers. Uh, 31.
A 31? Well, this guy doesn't look familiar. The other guy that was here looked a little familiar, but this guy, you don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, that's fine.
He wasn't here
I
the
can-
last time.
I can get by on my charm and good looks. I will jaunt over and start rolling a marijuana cigarette and just strike up a conversation. Start by
place is
asking
Off
if
limits.
I don't know, it's fine. I was really just wondering if you have like any half-eaten plates of food back there that maybe I could feed to that bear over there. Also, you want some?
I mean,
I will offer him the weed.
make a persuasion check.
Natural 1. I'm on fire tonight. So at least a 3.
So you
Gerry
gotta
gets
like
thrown out.
you. He just kind of pushes your hand away. I'm on duty. Sorry.
That's fair. Totally get it.
There's a meat and bagel cart outside.
Really weird combination. We stopped off there earlier. The bagel wasn't half bad, but the fact that they also cook meat out of like basically a moving closet just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Hey, it tastes good, right? Also matters. It's kind of pets
Maybe.
get.
So, about that dirty dishes. Are you the right guy to talk to? Or are you just like solo on maiden duty?
I just guard this door. I don't guard the kitchens. Most people don't try to break into the kitchens.
Are there any guards by the kitchens? Like if I went to go break in right now, would there be someone to stop me?
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Shit.
Could you maybe point me in the direction?
I think I've said too much already.
That's fair. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything.
Yeah, just don't go breaking into any kitchens, please.
Roger. Totally understand. How much longer do you think Lady Toss Cobble's gonna be? We had an appointment for like 20 minutes ago, and my drink is getting really low.
Yeah, there's a whole bar full of stuff over there. You know what? I see what you're trying to do. And maybe if you just don't tell anyone about the kitchen incident. Here, he hands you a token. That'll get you a free drink at the bar. Nothing crazy, but help top you off.
I mean, based on my first experience, crazy is like more than one ingredient. So, but thank you. That's very kind of you.
Top shelf. You know, like VIP stuff.
Oh, fancy.
This won't get you that.
Oh, okay. So like maybe a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, those are delicious.
I know, right? Nobody else seems to get it. Well, thank you very much for your hospitality. I'm sure I will see you shortly. I will walk back to the bar.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What can I get you? The bartender, comes over.
6 more shots of vodka, some grenadine, and all of the Sprite that you have.
Okay. Just comes back and gives you like one of those like giant fishbowl margarita glasses and just kind of like dumps it in front of you. Yeah.
Perfect.
You just like can't even move it or slide it. It's really heavy, and then it just like sloshes all over the bar.
Yep.
As you're standing there getting your drink, the bouncer from the door comes over. Boss will see you now.
Fucking perfect timing. Are you kidding me? Arkhann, help me.
You
It's
got
like
it.
sloshing. Just right into your flip flops or whatever you're wearing for your shoes.
Yeah, flip flops is probably about right.
Probably also getting on Harrow because she like walked with him over there,
Mhm.
and it's just like drizzling on her, and she's just like,
Oh, I didn't know you were with him. You know,
"Yep."
kids aren't necessarily allowed in here.
No, she's actually way older than she looks.
And
Plus, she can talk to birds with her mind.
And I'm her dad. It's fine.
Like Harrow just like looks at you.
It's okay. Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, and me.
It's even trade. He told me about the kitchen.
No.
So, yeah.
Just...
Yeah. It was a test. Just making sure.
She has.
Did I
us
pass
guardians.
in?
You did great, honey.
And I nonchalantly follow them with my bear right behind me, hoping that he gets through. She gets through.
Your bear is gender fluid. Okay, it's okay.
That's gotta wait downstairs.
What has to wait downstairs?
The bear. That can't go. That can't go into the bosses.
Oh, but she's
She can't go
super
up?
friendly. She's really, really, really well trained. She's with the circus. She has all kinds of tricks. She's
She has
never
cute
bitten
thing to do.
anybody ever.
You can make a deception check.
I mean,
As Lance definitely does not glance at his hand.
We're running back
8.
real fast.
An 8. Just barely. He manages. Rolled a 10. I mean, I already told you about the kitchen. You can't take the bear upstairs.
Will you watch him for us?
Does he have a leash?
No
Okay.
leash. He trained bear. Good bear. Sit.
Koshka sits.
Good Koshka. He sit with you. He be a bodyguard also. He watch door.
Oh, okay. This guy's just
What if-
getting more and more
What if-
confused.
What
the longer
if, to
this goes
avoid
on.
like getting you in any trouble, I put a blindfold on, and between you and me, we'll keep it our secret. But we could just say this is my seeing eye bear.
Roll another persuasion check.
19 plus 3.
You can see that he's definitely very wary, but it's hard to take a guy in shorts and flip-flops in this time period pretty seriously. All right, well, if you... Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll put like a nice silk blindfold. Just tie it around and just like put my hand on the coach's scruff.
Okay.
A very pretty scarf.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
All right. Okay, so he opens the door. Boss, they're coming up. And then, shortly thereafter, seeing you guys spill into the room, there's a few more, like, VIP tables up here. A couple small booths. You, kind of, like, all seated around a poker table. Cards kind of, like, in disarray. Like, probably played at some point, but not recently. There's a small, like, of stature woman, halfling, behind the table, just kind of like legs up on a very high chair, kind of like half on like on a stool, I guess it would be, not a high chair, but a stool. She's not a child, obviously. Like feet on the bumper of the table. A very large, muscular bugbear, arms crossed, sitting across it in like towards the corner of the room, and then a smaller, like red, like almost kind kind of crimson, scaled, long snout, short individual. Appears to be kobold of nature. They all just kind of, and a couple other just kind of individuals like kind of meandering around. They all just stop as you walk in. Watch you all come upstairs. And the halfling behind the table just scream out, "Luca! What's the meaning of this? It's the saying our bear."
He's really friendly. Don't worry. He's never bitten anybody.
We'll talk about this later. She calls back down. All right, so what can I do for you? I heard you were downstairs asking some questions.
Well,
We're looking for a
seems
co-worker
you,
of ours.
threw out the person we were looking for. And
Maybe. I see lots of people.
he was fish-like, blue skin.
I might have seen him. What's it to you?
What was the reason why you threw him out?
Oh, we didn't just throw him out. We gave him Crusher did his job. Shiv helped. Then we tossed him out.
Think you could give us the story of what happened? Might help us find him.
Well, let's just say that he owes me some money. And then he came back in here, and instead of paying us, tried to double down, lost what he had, then asked for another loan. So we gave it to him. And then we reminded him what happens when he doesn't pay. Now, what's it to you?
Well, you see, Miss Toss Cable, he owes us money too.
Toss Cobble.
Toss Cable. Yeah, Miss Toss Cable. He owes us money too, and we're just trying to find it. If we find him, we can try to get your money too.
I might know where he hangs his head.
Any help would be appreciated. And, you know, we can always get your money if he has it.
Well, we gave him a week or so.
How many more days does he have?
I don't know about you, but when there's a little fire in my ass, I tend to work a little faster.
Oh, well, see, we were thinking the same thing. We rough him up a little, light a fire under his ass, maybe he gets us some money. Quite the substantial sum he owes us now. With interest.
I would like
not to pry,
do
but
just a little scratch of the eye, lift up the blindfold, look around the room, see if I recognize anybody, and then put the blindfold back down.
Okay. I would say that you probably recognize Crusher, at least. He's very, he's a hard guy to miss. Kind of like a bristly, tan-colored fur, just kind of sprouting in all different directions, tufts kind of poking up between, like rings of leather, like an almost kind of band and chest-only kind of sash of leather, with some rings on it. Kind of standing there, got some sort of club down on his side.
Yeah, recognizing him, I'm immediately just going to throw the blindfold off. Like, oh my god, Crusher! It's been so long! It's Gerry from the Ferris wheel from last year.
Crusher!
I remember you. Now I'm working. What do you want?
Alright, right, that's fair. Sorry. We'll talk later.
How much does Doran
Oh,
owe you?
Luca, I thought you said this was seeing eye bear. He's looked like he's seeing just fine.
It's
You're
a
gonna be the
miracle.
one
They
seeing
happen,
double
okay?
here in a second. Hear the
Bear
door
in
shut
training.
downstairs.
No, he
Now,
definitely
get
said,
quiet.
"Have you seen this bear?"
About
No,
does he owe you?
Miss Toscopple, not to step on your toes or anything, but how much does he owe you? Just so we know to get the right amount.
Let's see here. Kind of flips her ledger. That puts him at about 350 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ! Oh wait, no, Tyr, god damn!
You're cutting in and out so bad.
Real
Told you
bad.
the clipping issue. Fuck. Alright. I said
It's
Tyr,
only when you
god
do
damn!
voids.
So I'm gonna be like totally completely honest with you. That guy that we're looking for is like seriously implicated in a murder that happened tonight, and possibly the kidnapping of the Duke's son, and a bunch of other kids too.
Hey, yeah, that sounds real serious.
If I had to go out on a limb and guess, I would say that like maybe the pressure that he was under from having owed you a shitload of money, like caused him to look for like a drastic way to pay it off, and he probably got himself involved with some shady people.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
sounds
happen
like...
to know any shady people that would want to kidnap a kid and murder some people?
They all just kind of laugh. Yeah, shady people. In that regard, I can't say that I do. But I mean, if someone were, they'd probably be about to fetch a ransom.
Oh my god, was it you? Are you behind this whole thing?
Oh no. Me? Little old thing? No.
Insight check that.
Go ahead.
Also, real quick, because I've been calling him Fish People or Fishman for so long, what's his actual name? I forgot.
Doran.
Doran.
That's a 21.
A 21.
Also,
Actually seems to be
Yeah.
pretty honest up front, as far as you can tell.
let me see if this helps. So I'm gonna just shout, "Oh my god!"
You just got, like, you're super quiet now.
So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna test the levels.
I can't hear you at all.
No, you're on mute.
Alright, how about now?
See, I'm just a facilitator. People come in here, they spend money, I take their money, I give it to the powers that be. Now, when people don't pay me, well then, my boss starts asking me questions. And the fox doesn't like to not get paid. So, I wouldn't say it's out of my territory, but capturing a Duke's son, well, that's some high heat.
Bless you.
Yeah, like totally. Much respect for the gig that you guys have going on here. I think it's really great.
Perfectly legitimate.
Oh, I know. No criticism whatsoever. It's more just like the FDIC is on his ass, and we would really like to, possibly move that heat away from certain organizations that we are loosely affiliated with.
All right, well, I'm a businesswoman. Not just giving out things for free. That doesn't earn my reputation very much respect. Well, maybe we can work an agreement. You do something for me, I tell you what I know. Partners.
What about
That
trying
seems
to
reasonable.
get your $350 back?
I mean, as long as like the doing something for you is finding this murderer and bring him back to you so you can break his kneecaps and I guess get your money back at some point.
Oh, eventually. But in the interim, speaking of heat, I need a problem solved. It's quick, clean, easy.
Gerry, solving problems is your thing.
Alright, fine, but no pictures.
Oh. Where is this? All right. You just go up the way a little bit. There's a merchant. Fizz Sprocket. He's got a package from me. But since it's been done, now he's trying to renegotiate our deal. You go to his shop. You get my package. You bring it back. I tell you where Doran lives. Capiche?
I'm
Have
pretty
you
sure
paid for the package?
Totally on the up and up. But, like I said, speaking of
Wait,
heat,
we already know where Doran lives. We've been there.
Where he lives when he's with us, remember?
Yeah.
well, if someone's cut and run, the last known address might be somewhere they feel safe. Someone they once called home. Maybe somewhere that they still call home. Your friend Doran wasn't always with that circus.
Oh, what a sleazeball. Alright, fine.
Here's the directions. You go see Fizz Sprocket. You get my package. Bring it back. We're all good.
How big is the package? Like, do we need to bring a horse with us? If so, can we borrow one of your robot horses?
You can carry it easy enough.
Can we borrow one anyways? Those things are sweet.
Barely hear you, Adam.
Is this one of those situations where you're going to be super pissed if we look inside the box?
Let's call it a situation of trust.
And what if he don't give a package to us?
Look, you handle your business any way you see fit. All I care about is the end result. You bring me the package, that's it.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Does it look like anything specific, or is it just like a box?
You tell Fizz Sprocket that Toss Cobble's looking for her item. He'll know exactly what that means.
Did you already say where we need to find Fizz Pocket? Sorry.
Yeah, she'd give you
Yeah,
directions.
there's
Okay,
directions. Like, Harrow's gonna just turn and start heading out.
Arkhann's gonna follow Harrow.
On your way out, would you send Luca in, please?
Okay, but you can't be mad at him. He was really sweet, super nice, excellent customer service.
Well, that's great. I'll make sure to put that in his permanent employee record. Unfortunately, I don't hire him for his customer service. I hire him
Well,
to do a job.
You should, because if he was a douche, then we probably would have just left, and you wouldn't be getting your package right now. So this works out best for everybody.
Roll a persuasion check.
Testing. How do I sound?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
6.
Now think about it. Now get out of here.
Also, teach your bartenders how to make drinks. Pretty please. I leave.
Duly noted. I'll take that under advisement.
Is the bodyguard still there when we go down?
He is like hiding in the corner, like behind the bear.
The bear that came out with us?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yes, he's just hiding in the corner.
Hey. So, she really has a thing against bears.
Man, in trouble.
Yeah.
I think you're getting a positive review for your customer service. And you're getting recognition for that.
Oh, I'm gonna get recognition.
I mean, so, all the cards on the table. We are part of the circus, and we're only in town for a couple days. If you want to come hide out with us, and then, make your way, we always have room for more bouncers, especially right now, since a couple of ours committed murder.
The owner's a bit of an ass, but whose isn't?
The owner's dead, but that's like a
Really?
small road bump that we have to get out of the way.
Owner was carried away.
He's not dead. He's
He's in handcuffs.
He's in prison.
Oh, that's right. Mixing up my...
I know, there's a lot of people already.
And like he's going through like 2 Shirley Temples with extra vodka. So
yeah, this is true. I'll think about it.
But like, maybe think about it real quick, because she kind of wants to talk to you right now.
I'm not gonna make it out of here if I don't. Kind of slumps and starts heading up the stairs.
Guidance.
I feel really confident right now.
Kind of go up and straighten his tie.
Thank you,
You
Gerry.
You look wonderful.
It's upstairs. Just kind of. As soon as the door shuts, they're screaming. It's muffled, but you can tell. Okay, so you head out and make
I
your way
can't
towards...
resist myself.
Okay.
Do I see the entrance to the kitchen as we're leaving?
Make a perception check.
Because my rolls have been so fucking fantastic.
I know, you got to pass one of them one of these times.
17.
17. Yeah, you kind of see, like, if you go out the back door, you could probably sneak through the kitchens.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak through the kitchen to just grab a plate.
Okay. Yeah, they got, it's actually some, like, nicer fare than you would expect. I mean, like, at least it looks nice. Whether or not, like, the quality's, like, all that great, who could say, but, They got a pretty good assortment of stuff kind of arrayed out, like in buffet ready style things where they, kind of like under heating lamps.
Well, it can't be worse than bagel and meat.
So, yeah, easy enough to find a decent plate of food.
Yeah, just go snag it.
Okay. Nobody even seems to kind of bat an eye.
Yep. I just look confident the whole time.
Guidance. Okay, so, you guys make your way down. The like from the directions you have, it's probably a good, probably about 30-minute walk, a couple miles away, like through the city. It's like on the other side of the river, but easy enough to get to. The streets are winding down, but it's definitely getting late. It's probably about it's probably like approaching midnight at this point, and most of you are getting pretty tired. But easy enough. Eventually, kind of winding through the streets, you do come to this kind of odd-looking shop. It's kind of squat. Among all the other buildings, it's kind of a little bit shorter. Like A-frame style house. There's a big gear that like turns on the outside, and there's just like a steam plume that's just kind of like jetting up through a chimney that kind of like comes through the center of this gear, just kind of through there, and the gears are kind of like turning, and you can see like a few more inset into beyond like the actual like interior architecture of the building, like through the ceiling or whatever it's doing is, who knows, but something's happening. And outside you see Fizz Sprocket's Tinker Shop. The F is kind of like, it's not hanging off, it's actually securely in place, but it has like that kind of like mad scientist kind of feel to the name. It's kind of like scrawled and just kind of haphazard, like wave and letters like almost seemingly falling off, but not.
Is the door open?
We can go and check. Then it opens. You hear ding 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 ding, like a whistle like shrills off. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, are you open?
Getting ready to close up. What can I do for you?
Mind if we come in? And do you allow bear?
Animals outside, please.
Okay. Sit.
Goes good. Flops down.
I go in the store.
Okay. Did you walk inside? There's like little miniature like steam trains kind of like moving around on tracks on the interior. There's like toys and knickknacks and thingamabobs just strewn about all over the place. It is just a haphazard mess and cacophony of crap. Anything in particular that you're looking for?
Yeah. Package for Miss Tuscobble.
At the mention of the name, his eyes go pretty wide. No, please leave. Please leave.
Hey, we were sent to pick up a package. Don't disrespect the lady.
You
Yeah.
cut out again, Adam. I can't hear you. You gotta like stay right there by the mic. You're moving around and it cuts out your voice.
Okay. We were sent here to pick up a package. Don't disrespect the
Oh my
lady.
god, it's even worse.
Alright, how about this? It looks like it's neutral now.
Can't
I swear to God,
understand
it's
you.
only when you do the voice. Just talk normal for a second. I bet it comes in
Turn
fine.
off your like clicker control or pop
Clicker
filter.
control.
Clicker filter, pop filter, whatever you have.
No, the pop filter is like an actual physical pop filter.
Yeah, it's just like a little screen.
But anyways, I said we were sent here to pick up a package. Don't disrespect the lady. And I will continue to work on my shit.
That package, it's not for her. It's already prepaid for somebody else. It ships out lightning post tomorrow. Here, he ting, like sets a sack of coins like down on the counter. Take. I didn't even open the pouch. Take the money back to Tuscobble. I don't want anything to do with it.
You may deal with her first, correct?
She saw it and decided she wanted it. It's a commission for somebody else who's already bought it.
Why did you take money?
Oh.
She put the money on the counter, said she expected it to be ready in a couple days, and would send somebody by to pick it up. I told her that's not how it worked, but she didn't listen. She was out the door before I could say anything. She just left the money on the counter.
And you made this item yourself?
Yes.
What is this item?
It's a special gift for an individual that's out of Infinity's Edge.
Listen here, Fizzy. So,
And Earl Odix.
so we came here to pick up a package, not a sack of gold. And if we don't come out of here with the package, there's gonna be a lot of bad things. And I'll kind of raise my hands up like this, and then summon my greatsword as I'm stretching.
Make an intimidation check. Like, you don't understand. I make these things for other commissions. They're not just for come in and take what you want. It's not like that.
Oops.
Physician, just hear me out. When is it that...
What was the roll, Adam?
So that's 17.
A 17. Okay.
So,
All right, easy. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
so the amount of money in the pocket, like the pouch that she gave you, is it more, less, or equal than what the original people purchased it for?
Way less.
By how much?
About 250 gold.
So, about one of your hands.
Huh?
About one of his hands. Still trying to intimidate.
He's gonna put his hands down. Just like cross them in his lap.
So, how much do you actually value your hands? 250 gold worth?
Fine, just take it.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
And I'll slide the gold back towards him.
But he doesn't make a move to take it. He just lets it sit there.
I'll just grab the box and start walking out.
Okay.
And I'll drop my axe, my sword on the way out. Just leave it on the floor.
You left something?
It's fine.
I'll just kind of pick it up and cradle it and like, sorry.
As I walk out, I'm like, lovely shop.
All right. As you guys walk out, make a investigation check.
I just want to put a broken toy on his counter. Sorry.
Oh man.
I rolled a 3.
A 3?
Who are all of us investigating?
Just everybody.
Okay.
Group check.
Group check.
17.
plus 1. 14.
13.
Okay.
I'm not rolling. I'm playing with sword.
Okay. And Medved, what'd you get?
A 3.
A 3. 3, 14, 17. 17?
13.
3, 14, 13, 17. Okay. So, you guys do notice, kind of like as you come out of the shop, you see a smaller, like, hooded figure just kind of flipping a dagger, like, off into one of the, like, adjacent alleyways. And then a much larger shadowed figure kind of, like, hovering behind them.
Who is in front of me?
Not the Pally Bros, but the Beefy Boys.
The Beefy Boys.
Who's in the very front? Like, who left first?
I think that would have been
Lance.
Lance.
I walked out with the box first. Also,
Yeah, just
I
took
love
the
Beefy
box
Bros.
and the Beefy Bros.
Okay. So...
The 5-layer Beefy Bros. Oh my god, is that your guys' group name?
That's gonna be our new inn name.
Sick Taco Bell reference, guys.
Harrow is just gonna, like, telepathically, like, you should stop, and you should come right back inside. Just...
You can see they don't necessarily make a move. They're just, like, standing off in the alley, like, shadowed.
Probably having her do this to me in the past, I would just, like, kind of glance over and be like, like, shrug my shoulders while lifting the chest or package or whatever.
Yeah. It's just, like, a large, like, box. It's not even, like, an ornate box. It's just, like, a simple, plain, like, brown box. There's definitely some heft to it.
In my mind, you just have like a Final Fantasy VII cloud-sized greatsword that I'm swinging around through the streets.
It's a good one.
Alright, so you guys go back in the shop, or...
No, I'm gonna
You
kind
leave
of
it.
wait to see why. Like,
Alright.
Why?
As soon as, like, the last one of you comes out, and that door kind of like, ding, 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 you hear, like, the lock, and the curtain just kind of, like, pull across, and a figure, like, inside scurry, and the lights just go out.
Okay.
A couple seconds later, the sign switches from open to closed, and then like another like pitter patter of movement from the interior, as it just kind of like goes dead.
He wasn't kidding when he said it was closing soon.
Harrow, what's up?
There's a couple of shady people off in the side.
I mean, we're a couple of shady people.
Were they like to the right or left of us, Kyle?
Like to the oh god.
Like on our way back towards.
Is everything
Graceful?
playing? Oh my god.
All the things.
Oh my god. That literally just played everything.
It was intimidating as fuck, I'll give you that.
Right? Extremely ominous.
They're like off to the left, like
Back,
across
like-
the street, like left, like kitty corner to you, across the street, like just at the entrance of an alley.
Is it where like we have to pass by them on our way back?
No, you've got to go the other way.
Do we only see the two? Or
Yeah,
is
you
there
only see
anyone
two.
around it? Okay.
Harrow's gonna draw her gun.
Okay.
Just keep it ready, and an eye out.
All right.
Can I
Draw
do
your gun.
a?
Do you watch the light, like the gas lamp from the street, like on these dirty cobblestones, like catch the glint of just metal for an instant, like, and it stops.
Can I do an insight check to see what they're going to be doing, or why they're there?
Sure.
Oh, 24.
24 at the moment, just watching.
Anticlimactic.
But you're really not aware that they're watching.
Yeah, but you're like, but they're like, by the stance and everything, them, like, they're obviously trying to be hidden.
Are they
Didn't do
trying
a
to
good
watch
enough-
us, or are they trying to watch the shop?
As you guys go walking down the street, you can kind of see like them, like the figures shift a little bit, kind of keeping you in sight.
Can we
In
tell?
the background, I'm just doing like the ray training montage with the sword.
Can we tell who they're looking at exactly, or is it just us as a group?
You don't see any like facial features. They're just kind of like shadowed.
And we can't tell if they're male or female.
No, one's very big and one's, in comparison, pretty small.
In the alleyway, a prostitute and pimp.
About how
What?
far away are they?
Oh, look at-
So
Nagi, why would you go and say that?
I walk over.
Here till morning.
it's
Oh my
You
god.
know this happens every time. Why?
It's
This time you can
Gerry
go.
healer. He healed any sexy disease.
Yeah, and then we find him in a sewer the next day.
It's called chlamydia, and it happened once.
it's midnight. Shady people roam the streets. It's better to just keep moving.
But then we
Are
don't get to
we
meet
shady
any
people?
shady people.
I mean, Terry did say he had a hard time finding sharks last time. This could be his in.
Okay, sorry, I had to pee. All right. So, are you approaching or are you leaving?
I'm approaching.
He approached maybe prostitute.
You can see the figures tense as you start to get a little closer. As you get a little closer,
I assume it's the sword, so I just kind of like I gently hold it to my side.
You can see a couple quick flashes of metal. Somebody's like holding daggers, like tips in like their knuckles. It's kind of like antsy, like they're like punching gloves almost, so like with daggers just lined in it, like.
All right,
between the
hey,
knuckles.
hey, it's totally okay. I'm just like curious for how much. Like maybe if there's a group discount.
As you get closer, you do recognize it to be Shiv and Crusher.
Still don't know if he was talking about sex or drugs with the group discount.
Oh shit!
Yes.
You're not prostitutes.
No.
Oh, this is just a big misunderstanding then. Oh wait, are you guys here to like go rough up Fizzwig?
Nope.
Are you
Okay,
here to
well,
escort us back to Cobblestone Dicey?
You find your way. We'll just watch.
Lance shrugs and keeps on walking.
As you guys like take off, see they follow, but at a safe distance.
before I turn to leave, I like offer them what's left of my spliff.
Shiv. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Now fuck off.
Roger Dodger.
Rude.
I'll walk back over to the group. Still playing with the sword at this point.
Okay. Alright. You guys make your way back?
Making our way back.
Making your way back.
Okay.
Head back to the casino. Make your way inside. The ever-looming presence of Crusher and Shiv following a distance behind you guys the entire way. Sometimes you catch glimpses of them, sometimes you turn, they're kind of not there, and then they pop out of a shadow, a short time later. But definitely trailing you. You make your way back into the casino. Standing by the door is Luca, sporting a massive shiner and a gash over his right eye. He just smiles weakly and opens the door.
Sorry.
Boss will see you.
You want Bear to sit down here now, or?
I think that would be the best course of option if you want to headhunt him.
If you got any fried food, the bear loves it.
Cut out.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's so shitty. Oh, Adam's so furious right now.
You're trying so hard.
What if I talk like this? Is that better? Talk away from
Nope.
the
Nope.
Damn it.
Every time you do your normal voice, though, it comes through like I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Alright, I said, if you have any fried food, the bear loves it.
I'm just gonna stand by the door.
Koshka, sit! We make our way upstairs.
Alright. See, as you guys begin to make your way up the stairs, you hear Crusher and Shiv kind of come in behind you guys. And then, Crusher, Shiv kind of push the doorway. You hear a, like, something large, like, slamming into the wall. Idiot. Yeah, what he said. make your way upstairs. Toskobble sitting.
Checking. 1, 2.
I am relieved to see that you guys are quick workers. Everything went all right?
I mean, it was like 2 blocks.
Checking.
Easy.
Accidentally broke one of his toys.
Checking. 1, 2. Checking. 1, 2.
Hand it over.
And I'll
I ain't got all day.
gently nudge Lance. Give her the box.
Yeah, walk over and sit on our desk.
Can't hit you, buddy.
Yeah, no, nothing. He's like,
Fuck it.
uh,
God damn it.
I will take the box from Lance and walk it over.
Lance nods in appreciation.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright.
But now do your voice.
No, don't do the voice.
No, don't
Walk it over. Drop it on the desk.
Hey, there you go.
That works.
Don't forget that time.
Hey,
Little better.
don't touch anything now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now your video froze. Oh.
Ah, you set the box down before you've even like let go of it. She's just ripping into it. My manners. So, you can find Doran's address in Wexel. 2A Dorset Street. Little shit shack he calls home. If he went to ground, my money's on he'd be there. And I always bet on the money.
Well, thank you very much.
And because I appreciate all your efforts, here. She slides a little pouch. A little something for your troubles.
I'll open the pouch.
So hard to find good help these days. Find 2 platinum.
Oh shit. Well,
Hey, Gerry.
thank you very much, Toskobble.
It's a lot more than what Gerry pays us. And he yells at us.
Yeah, if you need work, I got things that needs doing. Like I said, it's hard to find good help.
I don't know how long we're in town, but we'll definitely stop by.
Alright, Adam, repeat that, but just with your normal voice.
I don't know how long we're in town, but we'll definitely stop by.
Just speak with your normal voice, buddy.
Shit. Alright.
Sorry.
For whatever reason, the mic just muffled
Yeah,
it, like,
hates the
muted.
voice.
Fuck it.
There's something about your voice, it hates it.
Alright.
Super
Well,
shitty.
My new headphones should be here by the next session, so.
Can I do an investigation check since she's partially opened the package to see what the
Oh yeah, after she like hands you like the pouch of coins, there's like a couple like I would say there's probably like another 10 silver and another 10 copper in there. Like it's like not like it's just here's a pouch of 2 coins. There's
Oh, I meant the package that she opened from.
yeah.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Oh, sorry.
just as point of order. As she like rip opens the package, it's a beautiful looking rifle that she pulls out. Like the wood is blued, and like very nicely polished. There's like brass filigree on it. It's been so hard to find someone that can do some good craftsmanship. And well, maybe you don't know this, but ever since old Willoughby's burned down, not too far away from here, it's so hard to find any sort of good tinkerer that's worth his salt. And even then, I mean, old Fistbugget's nothing to shake a leaf at, but he's well, a little unreliable. Maybe that changes after today.
Can I? Okay, so can I do an investigation check to check the gun compared to what Harrow currently is equipped with? How the
Like,
gun
Just make a perception check.
perception? Okay.
so like
Investigation
Harrow.
is more like hands-on. Perception
Yep.
is like looking.
Gotcha. 16.
16. Okay. Harrow, you have a pistol, right?
I have a pistol, yeah.
Yeah. So this is definitely like a longer rifle. It's kind of got a flared, like trumpet-looking tube at the front. Constable kind of breaks it open, and it looks like basically like what would amount to a break action shotgun, like a double barrel break action, like two barrels like stacked vertically on one another.
So like Harrow just like freezes for a good second.
Yeah.
Just like, do you mind if I take a look at that? It's like she pulls out, like, shows her pistol, like, I've got a really good appreciation.
Hey, that's not a bad piece you got there.
It
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't work.
kind of shakes the cartridges out. It's not loaded.
I'll just do a inspection of it just for the fun.
You mind if I see yours? You can unload it, of course, if you're worried about it. We're friends here, partners.
She'll like unload it and slides it forward.
This one of Willoughby's.
It was, yep.
How much you want for it? They just don't make them like this anymore.
I don't think I'm willing to part with that one just yet. They definitely don't make them, and I haven't found one as good of quality as it. But maybe in the future, if you're in the market, and I'm willing to trade up.
For something like this, always in the market. You name the price and the date, you got your money.
How does Fizz Sprocket compare to it?
I don't know. It has a normal steam train versus the mag rail. It's completely different. Yeah, sure, they get you from point A to point B, but whew, this one really do it in style. Just gives it a little flourish, twirl, hands it back over, like handle first.
It's an absolute shame. She'll like slide it back over. If you happen to find any gunsmith, keep your ear open. If you find any good enough, let me know, okay?
You know, rumor is that after old Willoughby's burned down, some of the sanctuary defense folks came by. Supposedly they got some schematics. That's a rumor anyways. But they only supply to the military. Try to get your hands on one of those pieces. And for some serious heat.
The sanctuary defense?
Yeah, you know, they make the robots. They work for the Ministry of Defense, big time military contracted types.
Has anyone managed to break in at all?
That's funny. Why don't you just name yourself the new Exarch while you're at it?
Be quite nice. Did they take anything else from the place?
I don't know.
Maybe one day.
All right, now, you lot get out of here. I got things to talk about.
Kyle, please tell me that Willoughby's first name is Tommy.
No, it's not.
Like, as we like leave, you'll just see like Harrow clutch her gun like even like tighter and like put it in a safe spot.
Insight check.
She just talked to it with her mind.
Don't worry, I'll never part with you.
9.
uh-huh.
I'm trying to insight what the relationship between her and Willoughby was.
With 9, go ahead and I guess roll a deception check, or yeah, I guess it'd be a deception against insight.
I feel like I need to like take a couple of levels into Rogue. That's a straight 15.
15. Hard to get a read.
Fucking crab rangoons.
Yeah.
Had a beat on her until somebody walked right past me with a tray of crab rangoons.
Like like you could definitely tell, like there was like, you know, a sentimental moment, but like whatever that is, like, you know, who knows.
Mm-hmm. So it's like
2 in the
1
morning.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Do we want to go check out this dump on the other side of town, or do we want to keep drinking and betting on horses and then maybe do that tomorrow?
I don't know about you, but I was thinking about sleeping.
I could use
How
a
far-
bed.
I'm okay to sleep.
How far away is Wexler from here?
Wexhill.
Wexel.
Let's see here. That is
a whole other town.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
take the
that's,
train there, right?
yeah. Let's see.
That's what I want back.
It is well, that's not. It's about a 2-day train trip from Warwick. It's about a day. It's like a day. It's like half a day to Reigenstadt by train, and then Wexhill's even further south.
Oh, that's where Dorn is, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly,
Okay. Supposedly.
his address, anyways.
His safe house.
Well,
Or we could take like the midnight train and just sleep on the way over there.
Going anywhere.
You can never say midnight train without thinking that.
What's that?
Said you can never say midnight train without thinking that.
Yep, I know.
Actually, that's kind of a good idea.
it's a, it
Are
is.
there like red-eye trains going out?
No, probably. You could probably catch one within, you know, you head over to the train station and see when the next one's leaving.
Okay. Also,
Yep.
everybody put 4 gold in your inventory from what she gave us.
Woo! You guys are rich.
Rich bitch!
I'm still losing.
Oh.
Still down for the day, though.
Still in the
House always
negative.
wins. Yeah.
Last bout, fight about horses. Turn your luck around. 1 in 5. Double your money.
I think we'll head to the train station and see if there's a train heading out.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has business to do here, but I feel like the midnight train idea was a good idea.
Okay, sure.
I think it's a great idea.
Midnight
As we're
train
leaving,
it
I'm
is.
just gonna like give a little wave and a toodaloo to the enforcers.
Oh, as I leave, I'm going to go up to
Luca
Harrow.
just kind of.
I'll blow him a kiss.
Alright.
I go up to Harrow and be like, how bad do you want the gun? What was that?
Why?
Gun. How bad do you want the gun? The long gun they have.
Well, definitely want it. It's very useful.
Okay, 1 second.
But,
I like to do a
Not-
stealth check.
not enough to ruin that contact.
No. Oh god.
All right.
Okay.
Sure, that's what you want to do?
Wait, are you going forward with it, or?
It's better to have friends than enemies. She's got reliable work for us whenever we need it.
Pays well too.
She's got information.
Pays well too.
I feel like if he tried to sneak back in to steal that gun, I would stop him. Or at least attempt to stop him.
Make a perception check. Not Lance, but
For me?
yeah.
I wasn't flirting with Luke. I was flirting with the two bouncers that were following us, by the way.
Oh,
24.
they're okay. Yeah, I'd say Shiv kind of comes down the stairs. So Medved, you see Shiv eyeing you guys, just watching you. And Luca standing there also watching you guys. Like, it's not like you're not gonna just like turn invisible and walk past them. Like, you would have to walk past either of the people that are standing, like, guarding that door.
Gotcha. Okay. A beautiful gun, but you get later. Save your money.
I mean, you're welcome
I
to try to
appreciate
go
the
up
thought.
there and steal that gun.
Also, Dagan, I love the enthusiasm, but this is where it gets
Rob this
weird.
one guy of his package that he's not even owes the lady, but
Yeah.
to steal from like some woman who's just obviously not a good person. That's where we draw the line. We don't steal from bad people.
We can beat up the little guy.
Yeah, you steal from good people to give to the bad. Is that right?
Oh, that's so not my character, but okay.
Well,
That's-
I
Well,
guess
we
that's
didn't
going to be
tec-
something to talk about here
We
shortly.
didn't
so-
technically steal from him either. He got paid. He just chose a better offer, and we reminded him why this offer was better than the gold that he was going to get.
that's so wrong. I went with
I-
it because that's the group, but I
That whole interaction was super sleazy, and I wasn't a fan. And honestly, if we could avoid doing any kind of like light extortion moving forward, that would probably sit better with me.
Well, it pays
Me too.
well.
That is
Yeah,
fair.
but I'm gonna have to do so much yoga to make up for this.
I mean, the guy
Yeah, but-
promised something, and then he reneged.
I think it was a different perspective. Her perspective wasn't necessarily the right one. I just
So, like,
hopefully maybe he can lie and say the train lost the package and there's an insurance and he'll get some money back from it. It's
I mean, honestly, he'll probably
Not
be
a good
fine.
thing.
He'll probably just say that some thugs stole it from him, which is not a lie. And then whoever his real buyer is that's paying the big bucks for that rifle is just gonna come after Lady Cobblefuck. So the less we have to do with her, probably the better.
to which you did find out.
It was supposed to go to an earl over by Infinity's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
an
Order.
Earl Odix. All right, so you guys leave the casino and make your way towards a train station. As you get over there, there is a pretty big hubbub. You see a lot of RSB They're black and copper uniforms. Kind of patrolling around. And you can see, like, near one of the tracks, there is a sectioned off area, like there's like some crates and there's a tarp that's kind of been pulled over, like the ground. And there's like a bunch of RSB people just kind of talking, like amongst themselves beyond like some cordoned off like tape area.
I'm gonna walk up to the first person I see, whether it's civilian or RSB. Hey, what the fuck's going on here?
It'd probably just be a random person. You're never gonna believe this. Some goblin chick got stabbed. Right here. Bled out all over the place. Died.
I mean, I've seen a lot of goblins get stabbed. What's hard to believe about that?
I mean, this thing doesn't normally happen around here.
Is this our goblin chick?
Hard to say. Just kind of random person that you asked just knows it was goblin.
Do you know when it happened?
Yeah. See, this been going on for a few hours.
Thank you for your information. I'll go looking for like one of the cop people.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, don't come
Gerry.
past the line. Stay past the line.
Excuse me,
Sure.
can we take the train and what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can take a train. Go ask the conductor. Why are you asking me? Go buy a ticket.
I mean, there's a lot of you guys around and somebody said somebody got stabbed. I don't know if the train's gonna run.
Yes. Little goblin. Stabbed by some big blue fella.
What?
Try to be as
Like,
guiley as possible.
What does this blue big fella look like?
Well, he had blue skin, obviously. Wait. Roll a persuasion check.
Insufficiently random. Stop. Oh shit, 19 plus. I don't know if I'm persuasive.
No, because you have really bad charisma.
-1. So it's 18.
It's kind of... What's it to you?
I'm just curious. Not every day you see a goblin stabbed.
I mean, my line of work, I see lots of people stabbed. Shot, burned.
I'm sure you have. An upstanding gentleman who serves the but you're one of the people look up to.
Still trying to persuade.
They,
excuse me, but it was over at the circus, you know, where that other thing happened earlier in the day. Well, it was the same, I think it was the same person. There was a blue person that stabbed someone else and ran away.
let's see, I've, Corporal notes from my shift just started. Let's see, Corporal Jace, arrived on scene, described a blue-skinned, or onlookers described a blue-skinned fella with gills. There was an altercation. They found some rage on the goblin's body, so it's probably not carnival related. It's drug related incident.
What's rage?
And or would we know what rage is?
You could make a. Ooh, I don't. What the fuck would that be? I guess history. Yeah. Gary, are you standing there?
Yep.
You can make that check with advantage.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you absolutely know what rage is. That shit will get you going. It's basically like it just kicks your adrenaline into overdrive and just sets you off. It is a hell of an experience.
One suck dick for rage.
Think that maybe one of our friends can take a look at the body and see if it was one of his friends that works with him over at the carnival? It's not like we'll get in trouble for it.
Okay, since both of you are there, like, talking to this guy, either both of you roll persuasion or somebody roll with advantage.
I'm gonna give her
Guidance.
Okay, just walk up, put a hand on her shoulder.
Dun, dun. But it's a D4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably need that.
You got
I
advantage, Jack?
forgot my dice. Oh, with advantage. I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, take higher than 2, add the D4.
That is a 19.
A 19.
Yeah.
Who are you? What's it to you?
Well, we work at the carnival, and it could be a friend. And wouldn't you rather have someone who's grieving and concerned for a friend have confirmation whether or not it's them? Surely you've lost people. Wouldn't you want to know? And it takes like 5 seconds just to see the face.
All right, I'll give you a quick peek. If you actually ID this is great for me. I might even get a promotion. I will solve this case.
See?
All right, right. Just you're small. You can get through.
But
But she doesn't work at the circus. Let me look, because I do work at the circus.
All right, fine. You then. Hide a bright-ass red tiefling. Right this way, corner. Kind of like makes a show and like pulls up the table.
Hold up my hands like they're sterile.
All right. Comes over. Right. Get like 5 seconds. Just pulls back like the canvas tarp. Goblin, small, kind of wiry, thin, dark black hair. Bunch of piercings in the right ear, like all the way from the tip all the way down to the lobe. 100% Roxic.
I'm gonna stick my fingers in the stab wound.
At this point, they're cold. You can make a medicine check.
Is it from a Chris?
No. This looks just like a normal stab wound. Single puncture, right in the center of the chest. Almost at an upwards angle. You can make a medicine check.
I'll medicine check that. Ooh, 18. Plus
Very nice.
5, 23.
Very nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like this isn't our girl. But clearly the attacker was very small. You can see the upwards angle. So I don't know why you're looking for a large blue man, but the angle of the stabbing had to have been from another small person.
All right. Damn. All right.
Plus, with the coagulation, she's probably been dead for like at least 6 hours. So I don't know who found the body or reported it, but I would probably go back and question that again because she's clearly been dead for much longer than the initial reports indicated.
All right. Well, get out of here. You do notice 2 things, though, in your very quick examination. There is this like red, like kind of cherry-colored liquid that just seems to be kind of splattered across, and it's not blood. But you do see like kind of like an empty vial kind of laying down next to her, partially broken, like cracked, and then it's just kind of like splattered across her front, and you can see like some droplets like on the ground. And you very much see this as,
Showy
like
temple.
yes, basically a bottle, like a vial of rage. The other thing you notice is there is a small piece of paper, like crumpled up, or a small piece of ripped paper crumpled up in her left hand.
Can I try to pocket that as I'm
Make a sleight of
examining
hand
the
check.
body?
Can you cast guidance on yourself?
He can actually.
Not without getting noticed, though.
You haven't rolled, so I'll allow it. But yeah, if you roll the dice first, then you can't do it. But if you haven't, the die hasn't
It's like
traveled.
I don't want to like cast guidance on myself and indicate that I'm doing
it's
something.
just more of a touch yourself. It's
Okay.
not like
Well, in that case,
You're
guidance.
just like, good job, buddy.
That's an 18 for sleight of hand.
okay. Oh shit, cocked. Okay, yeah, no, doesn't seem like anybody sees you. So you pocket that, kind of pull the tarp back over, and you're all right. Get. And as you, hey, somebody else kind of comes. Nobody across that line. Get them out of here. This is RSB investigation. We've got it under control. Drug-related incident. Please be on your way, civilians.
Jeez, fine.
But as you're you can't see this, looks like a captain or a lieutenant or something. Definitely giving you guys the once over as you guys are leaving.
I'll play the dumb tourist and start looking around for a train and then ask for directions.
All right. Just get out of here. The conductor's down over that way.
Oh my god, thank you so much. It's been 25 minutes and nobody has been able to tell me where to go.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, definitely suspicious. Just eyeing you. You guys go to the conductor and find out it's about goddamn. You find out it's about 11 gold to take the train.
Per person?
Yeah.
Per person. Per person. For another 2 gold, you can get a bed rather than just a standard seat.
What for children? What are the children prices?
Children is 5 gold.
All right, so I'll walk up and pay 16 gold for me and my child.
Okay.
Fuck. I'll give you the 5 gold.
Damn, not even pulling her weight.
Seriously,
not even paying for half, yeah. Damn.
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll give you 8 gold.
Alright.
I only have 2 left.
I will walk out of the station and about 200 yards down the track and get ready to jump on.
You guys can very quickly see that when it comes time for payment, Gerry, still fucking blanking on names, kind of turns and just walks away.
I look at Nagi. Why does it do this to us every time?
He cheap. Don't want to pay. How much for bed?
Oh shit. Bear's got to go in cargo. 2 gold for the trip.
How about 1 gold and he don't eat anything?
And he still goes in cargo. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so how much did Lance pay for himself and Harrow?
16 gold
16.
total.
16. It's 5 for children. It's a half price.
Adam,
Children,
I would have
right half price.
I would have like paid you the 8 gold, so make sure you put that in your inventory.
So it's 11 gold, including the bear, right? For the place's rest.
12 for you and the bear.
12 for you.
So
12
it would be 14 gold total if you want a bed.
If you want a bed. We didn't care about beds. So
No.
we just got the basic package.
Yeah, otherwise, 12 gold. Yeah.
We're big spenders tonight.
Question.
Glad you spent all your money on a pony?
Question. Do they have like just tickets sitting around somewhere? Like when we paid, what happened?
They write it out.
Oh,
So you
they
hand them the
asked me
money.
to hang
You
it
tell
up.
them where you're going. They write down a ticket. And then rip you off a copy.
So there's not like a stack of tickets somewhere?
No,
Okay.
because you pay per destination,
Gotcha.
sort of deal. Make sure you show this to your conductor on the way in. He'll get you situated.
So poor.
Not as poor as me, but I've got a pony.
Here's your pony.
With
I
us,
don't know.
presumably. Probably tied up outside.
Is this just like a regular old pony, or is it like magical?
Yeah.
Nope,
So what are
it's
you gonna?
just a regular fucking pony.
So what are you gonna do with the pony?
I'm gonna ride it onto the train like a goddamn train robber from the 1800s.
How are you gonna get the pony on there, though?
Yeah.
I'm
how are you?
not, obviously.
I hope it'll be loyal enough to follow him.
Oh shit!
It's like 5 days later, the pony will show up.
I mean, it's probably still wearing, like, the circus garb from the carousel.
Yeah, probably.
Someone's gonna steal the pony.
Speaking of stealing,
I don't know who you are.
still just
I don't
Yeah,
know what
and-
you want.
And
All I know is
nobody-
I have a particular set of skills. If you give me back my pony, there won't be any problems. If you don't, I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yeah, and unfortunately, nobody got their severance pay or their final day's pay from the circus.
Speaking of stealing things, though, are you still just rolling around with my sword?
Unless you've taken it back, yeah.
No. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, man.
How much will this sword get me in passage?
So,
I
are we
glance
gonna
over
have
and go,
3 stowaways?
Or actually, I will lean over as Gary's walking away and go, "Part of the sword."
Wait, did you say burn it?
No, barter. Trade the sword for a ticket.
That's a really cool sword.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go back up to the ticket counter.
What kind of sword is it?
Great sword. Like fairly nice, but nothing super elaborate.
All right.
Could you, like, get it for, like, a few tickets? Like, 3 tickets for this sword?
Let me see what's the cost on it.
Okay. Make a
Well-
persuasion check if you want to barter the sword.
So I have this really great sword, and I have 6 gold. Can I maybe trade you the sword and 5 of my 6 gold for a ticket? That leaves me an extra gold so that I can buy breakfast tomorrow.
Is the pony coming too?
Obviously.
We'll take the sword and 2 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah. Deal.
It's a nice sword.
It's a super nice sword.
Fetch a nice. Oh, this is about to work. So I think that works.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I think I just set a terrible precedent.
Yes, you did. So many of our problems are about to be solved. Money, no problem.
6
no,
gold
okay.
at a time.
All right, so you they put your because you guys are both cheap. They put the pony and the bear in the same cage.
Oh, so the greatsword's actually worth 50 gold.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
resale
recreation.
value. Yeah, resale value is only worth about 20%. So
I'm just saying. I thought it was going to be cheaper than that, but it's actually pretty expensive.
yeah, no, that's why I was like, oh, actually, like it's pretty expensive. So
Okay.
I will accept it. Okay, so you guys get situated. The conductors do come by and check everyone's tickets to make sure that they're where they're supposed to be. You guys do see someone get hauled off, kicking and screaming, and then handed over to RSB for a forged train ticket.
Do I get a bed? Or did I just get a ticket?
I'd say if you gave an extra gold, you'd get a bed.
No.
No bed.
I'm sleeping with the horse and the bear.
Okay. All right. So, you guys end up getting situated. It takes a little while. I mean, you saw workers like loading things onto some of the train cars. It's not like it's just passengers. It's also used for cargo. It's about an hour and a half before the train leaves. But since you guys kind of did your little mini investigation and everything else and getting tickets and all that situated, it probably after about an hour after you boarded, you hear the conductors, all aboard! And then the train whistles and then begins to pull out of the station.
Noggy. Moving. Exciting.
Beautiful scenery. Dark.
I don't think they even have a train sound effect.
Choo-choo, I also don't know why I did my voice when it did the choo-choo.
You just can't help but do it when the train does it.
I'm just so excited.
Okay. So, you guys pull out in the middle of the night, kind of get situated in your seats. Gerry, you go off to sleep in the cargo hold with the animals.
Yeah, sleeping on a giant bear? Way more comfortable than trying to sleep in a train chair.
All right, for sure. You do end up getting locked in the cage by the conductor just to make sure that, a bear doesn't get loose with all the livestock that is also being transported. A lot of chickens and a few goats and stuff like that.
I'm going to spend some time summoning Rolf again.
Okay. You take the time to do that. Easy enough. I'm
gonna share a blunt with one of the goats before I go to bed.
I just want to say that Gerry, Gerry, Larry, Terry is just so absurd. It's great. It works so well.
He's my homage to California.
No. You're just making friends with everyone. Like, want to share a blunt? Cool. Goes up to the creepy people and like in the dark. Oh, how much for like the group?
All right. So, while you guys are, starting to take some downtime, kind of settling in, it's a good time to catch up. with one another or talk about things before we move on to the next day? Leave it open to you.
Stimulating conversation.
Arkhann, you've been on train before?
No, first time. Seen him pass, but never really had the currency to trip. Well, being with Yuri and all, it's always by horseback.
I never traveled so far. My home. Never needed train.
Are you from Warwick?
I'm originally from... I forgot where my character sheet is.
Checks notes.
Shady Creek.
It's a small town outside of Shady Creek.
It's a small
Vostok.
town. after
Vostok.
all.
And then I left Vostok and went to Shady Creek run.
Did you say Shitty
Kidding.
Creek?
Welcome
Shitty
to the
Creek.
city.
City, too many people, too big.
So, what made you guys join the circus in the first place?
Easy way to travel. Free lodging, more or less. Decent food. And sometimes you get paid.
All seems like benefits.
Yeah. All we got is Gerry. Hey, where is
So-
Gerry?
I think he's down in carnival.
What happens now?
Sorry, go.
What'd you say,
Is the
Sasha?
circus going to stay in town? Or is it going to move? Do you guys still have a place at the circus? Like,
With Yuri being taken to jail, I don't know what circus will do.
there's no one, like, second in charge?
Was Francis. But he's dead. But Yuri ran most things. His owner, bookkeeper, owner.
What's gonna happen to the rest of the crew?
One more time?
What's gonna happen to the rest of the crew?
They may have to find odd jobs. Maybe they are in big city. They can find work.
Oh, Nagi, we should have sent him off to Toss Cobble. She pays good well.
Mm.
Yeah, probably would have been a good thing.
That's a couple of very small, evil woman.
Maybe we can send a note when we get back to
Where the fuck we were going? Can't remember. Alright then.
Lex Hill?
Wexel.
Maxim, yes.
So, what do you guys plan to do once you find your friend? Gonna take him back with you? Gonna turn him in?
So we're gonna smack him on the head for leaving his post.
what about the killing the people?
What about killing the people?
Oh yeah.
That I forgot.
That too.
And for that, we can probably turn him into SRB.
Medved, you seem like a guy that likes to follow the law. What are you going to do if you see him?
To me?
Yeah.
If he admit to murder, I think we have to bring to justice, yeah?
Especially if there's a reward.
The reward is good. Maybe get some of the money he owes to Cobble the Foot.
Cobble the foot.
Toss a couple. My character's really bad at remembering names, just to let you know. It's not in its like story or anything. It's a new thing.
Just
I
about.
discovered it.
Toss a couple to your Gerry.
I'm glad that someone else did.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the back of the train, it's just. So, Koshka, how do you like the circus?
Oh.
I love that Kyle.
Yeah,
like
me
Kyle
too.
Stoned.
I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I know, right? I don't like the city, but that's where all the people are, and people are fun. Well, that's true. But not always. Well, fine. Go to sleep then. Jesus.
Somebody roll me a d20.
17.
A 17. Okay. So, you guys done with your nightly conversation?
My father. Train. Okay, go on.
Okay. Yes. The next morning comes. And with it, some pretty clear weather. Actually see that you guys are moving at a decent pace. Everything, like, the engine seems to be running well. The lulling kind of rocking that comes from riding the steam train, the occasional toot of the horn. Eventually, at about the time that you guys are all starting to wake up, you pull into Reichenstadt for about an hour while they, unload, change out a couple of the cars. Some people get off, some people get on. The whistle shrills a couple more times. All aboard! Conductors come back through, check everyone's tickets, ensure that you're where you're supposed to be. Surprisingly, no one gets carried off this time, so either people got away with it or, didn't get found. Pulls out of the station. As the train just chugs along, the rocking coming with it. Seems like the train actually, seems like it was pretty good. Like, they had a pretty quick changeover, changed out the conductors and the cars. No issues. Pretty successful.
When we do the change and like people are starting to get settled, like Harrow's just gonna be watching like the people that come by and everything else. For a grand total of 6 to perception.
6. Okay.
Just keeping her eyes and ears open.
Okay. Let's see, because I forgot. Come on, load. What? The fudge. Hey, there we go. Oh my god. Roll20's fucking up. Okay, I gotta load this. Because I actually had a train map. Hey, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Oops. I have to make one for this pony. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, so after about it was about 9 hours or so, I think, before you guys kind of like you're off and again, and this time from Ragenstadt to Wexhill, it's a pretty straight shot. There's like one other small little stop. But there's an entire train you can move through. There's an observatory. There's a dining car. There's basically kind of whatever there's a lot of amenities. There's a little bar area. There are servers that come back up back and forth through the cars, like making sure everyone's needs are attended to. Like the service is actually pretty good.
Does there appear to be any large women with cannons on their shoulders?
No large women with cannons. You do. You guys definitely get some stares. A little oddly dressed and out of the ordinary for kind of the clientele that are driving on the train. Most people are in kind of like business attire, long-tailed coats. Fine linens and silks for some of the women. You see even a few as kind of unwieldy as they are in their what are those called?
Corsets?
Yeah, like corsets, but the dresses that have let's see, what is
Bustles?
it? Yeah, bustles. Yeah. Yeah, the bustles and panniers, were the wide, kind of like long frilled, like lace, like covered dresses. Some of the entertainers are wearing some of the half skirt, kind of like long back, like bustle, like dressers. Like more burlesque sort of thing. They get a lot of stares from some of the patrons and passengers, and may even be just dressed a bit tawdry. But it's for entertainment purposes.
People need to mind their own business. Does Gerry come back?
Gerry, come back.
Gerry, come back.
Oh, Gerry's passed out.
Get some
Blame it on
train background noise.
Ralph.
That's it.
Unless somebody comes to wake Gerry up for breakfast, he's sleeping till noon.
Hey, hell. if he can find a way out of his cage, he can make his own breakfast.
Just
Yeah.
true.
You're not like locked in, but there is somebody like that kind of like sits on a stool at the end of like the cargo area, just kind of like watching over and making sure everything's good. You see people come in and out from time to time because they go like you guys aren't in like the farthest back car. The farthest back car has like a lot of supplies and everything else, and it's a little scary moving from like car to car because it is like there's just a little bit of a chain railing, and it's just open, and you're watching the landscape go by. And even from your guys' seats, like they have like nice beautiful round windows set into side that like this stagecoach, and it's mesmerizing for the few of you that like may have not traveled on train. It's very enjoyable. Like it's soothing. This is constant rocking that just is peaceful. The noise, even as loud as it is, and the chugging and the squeal of the brakes from time to time as it slows to take wide turns, and then it'll just go dark for a moment as you guys go through some sort of like rocky tunnel. And then it's just bright. The light flares. You feel the train rise up over not mountains, but hills, and then kind of crest and come back down with beautiful landscapes and views like out into the prairies and beyond. You can see the horizon, the mountains reaching up far, far into the distance, just barely visible. See, just copse of woods just streak past as you guys travel at a pretty good clip. What would have normally, taken people on foot weeks to travel, you are doing in the mere amount of hours. And all the while, you don't have to worry about a single thing. There's a peaceful calm that comes with it. Somebody? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
No, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, like, what kind of cars are there on the train? There's like a dining car and a bed car and
for sure.
just like a general lounge car.
Yeah, there's like in a lounge car. Headset kind of. It's like where they have like the biggest views and everything. Like the windows are the biggest there, and you can like see for an incredible distance. And the it's basically like just one big long glass car. And then like in there they have like nice like plush like velvet, like crushed velvet, and leather couches. Like candles kind of slowly flickering as there's like minstrels just kind of like playing soothing music. There's a piano off in the corner, someone's just kind of lightly trilling away.
I feel like I would have walked up and down all the cars at least twice by now and then settled in that area.
Okay.
Just kind of checking out the passengers, seeing anything stands out.
Okay.
Can I roll a perception to see if anything
Sure,
is
go ahead.
unique about this? 12.
12? No, not anything that catches your eye or anything untoward. If anything, like a lot of people just kind of like glance at you guys as you walk by. It's kind of a eclectic group.
Then yeah, head to the fancy car and just relax.
Okay.
I think I'd follow.
I'm happily spooning with Koshka.
Okay.
Are you the big or the little spoon?
The little spoon, obviously.
Obviously.
I've got like Koshka's big belly fat just like tucked over me.
All that fried food.
Absolutely.
All right, somebody go ahead and roll me another d20.
Did we get a long rest, right?
Yep.
Oh, we can do that now?
Yeah, flat D20, 8.
8. Okay. You watch the clouds get a little more compressed, a little cloudy overhead. you can see kind of like some flashes out in the distance as like a thunderstorm starts to roll in like from the distance. But you guys are travel out from like beyond it before it ever even kind of thinks about reaching in your guys' area. It's just out across some of these plains you can see far out, you know, those dark clouds that are just ominous and hanging in the distance, but they seem to keep to themselves for today.
Archman, those are people.
Day of the summoning.
Oh.
What was that?
It must be the day of summoning.
Oh, cool. Do you celebrate? Want a cake?
Not so much a cake. And I will go up and down the train looking for anything that has a rooftop hatch.
You could probably squeeze between the cars. Like as you're like going, like you're changing cars and you go out like the back, you know, open the door. You could probably clamber up onto the next car.
Up I go.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check and a acrobatics check for me, please.
Stealth is 13.
Okay. Oops.
Acrobatics is 16.
16. Okay. You kind of glance around, make sure no one's watching. You're pretty sure you're clear, and then you're like trying to pull yourself up, and it's, you know, as the train's like shaking, you're like trying to pull yourself up. Eventually, you manage to get yourself kind of like roll over onto the top. Surprisingly, no one witnessed you do this. It's probably not allowed.
Is there anything that I can grab onto? Just to steady myself.
There are like some like little viewport things that sit above, like almost like little stacks that kind of come out. The conductors will come by and like open a window. It'll just like bring some air, like as an overdraft sort of thing. Like it'll bring some air in. But yeah, there's like these little kind of like square, like with like pyramid shaped like little rooflets that sit on top of them.
All right, I'm gonna grab onto one of those, and take out my mace, and just start swinging it widely over my head.
All right. Swing and swing and swing. Snow. Lightning never seems to get near enough to actually like do anything, but you can see it like out across the plains.
Tybir, I summon your wrath to water the lands. Come to me.
You swear you hear someone screaming, like muffled from outside.
Son of a bitch. I recognize that stupidity. I will leave the bear cage and start heading forward on the train
Okay.
to find everybody else.
All right. You find dismayed Lance, who's like, I don't know what.
Can I like triangulate where the screaming is coming from?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Are there any like what kind of car is he on top of?
Probably on top of the sleeping car.
Can I check and see if any of the rooms are empty?
Sure, go ahead, make an investigation check.
10.
10. Oh, there's a couple that you think are empty. You open the door, like the sliding door, and it's like, oh, you know, people are like, close the door, get out of here. What are you doing? You're like,
oh my bad. Sorry.
That takes you a minute as you're like, going to test another one, you see one of the conductors like start to come down the hall, like enter into the car and start coming down the hallway.
I have to do like a short meditation thing. Would it be okay if I just snuck into one of the empty rooms for just like 5 minutes?
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, bad. 16.
16. Just this once. Make
Oh
it
my god.
quick.
Thank you so much.
Right here. We'll stand outside. How long you need?
Just like probably 6 minutes at most.
6 minutes it is.
I will go in, shut the door, open the window, and stick my head out.
Okay.
Arkhann! Arkhann! Dude!
I can see the roar, Selma. Tiberius must be summoned.
You
I
realize
just
that the
wanted-
train goes through tunnels, right?
Selma roars through tunnels.
You're gonna get smacked off of the roof. Someone's gonna be totally cool if you just come back inside and do your swingy mace thing next time it rains.
Gerry, go ahead and make a perception check.
4.
4. All right. You're gonna. I mean, it looks clear.
But rain's over there. Should come in here.
I don't know how to convince you not to do stupid things, but I'm about to get arrested for breaking into a sleeping car to try to save your dumbass before we hit the next tunnel, and I have to scrape you off of a wall from somewhere. So please come back inside and let's get some breakfast and strategize about what to do when fucking Blue Man Group shows up and tries to stab us.
Tiberius is going to want double summoning next time. I will try, and I will go back down the way I came.
All right. So you get up and like start to go back that way. As you kind of like get up and turn around, you do see that there is, in fact, a tunnel like coming towards you. This one, you notice that the track doesn't always go around the hills or over them. If they can, they have most certainly blasted their way through canyons and through this. So go ahead and make a dex save, please.
As soon as he agrees to come back inside, I'm just going to start being like, making as much noise as I can to distract the conductor.
Yeah, you just hear that. All right, time's up.
I will open the door and start stretching seductively at him.
Using your feminine wilds.
What gods do you pray to? That's the most insane incantation I've ever. And I've heard some things.
It was a really spicy burrito last night, and I had to cleanse.
You didn't shit in the living quarters, did you?
No, of course not. It's a meditation thing.
Well, I mean, but meditation doesn't mean you shit
I
in the
haven't
living
shit
quarters,
in
right?
3 weeks, okay?
You should probably go see a doctor.
No, it's a great new diet. You should try it. I'll pat him on the shoulder and kind of peek my head out into the hallway to see if I can see Arkhann.
It gets dark real quick. There's just kind of.
I have a question. Does the oncoming tunnel activate my danger sense?
Probably.
Okay, then I'm taking that then. How does an 11 sound?
All right, an 11. Just give me 1 second here. I have some things to calculate.
I don't suppose it's too late to ask for guidance.
That's a touch spell. He's too far away. All right. As you're like up there, and you're like, okay, you're gonna come down. You turn around and you see just like as the train like comes around a corner, like past like the trees, it just instantly goes from green and brown to just tan and black. And in that moment, you just throw yourself down on top of the train and try to make yourself as small as you can. But you're a pretty big guy.
I'm a beefy boy.
All right. So you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
Wow.
And over the course of the next about 2 minutes that you go through this tunnel, go ahead and roll me another. I don't know. What are you going to try to do? Are you just going to try to stay put? Are you going to try to crawl your way through? What are you doing?
It's like, am I getting hit? Am I hitting the top of the tunnel?
It is like a hair's breadth away. Like the little like things that stick off the top of the stagecoach probably have about, I don't know, 3 inches of clearance, and they only sit up, I don't know, maybe about 6 or 8 inches off. So you've got about 12 to 14 inches of clearance at any given time. Sometimes it kind of opens up. There's like wider chambers, and then it just like you just feel it. It's oppressive. Like the amount of like air pressure that just like pushes against you. You just kind of like every time like it kind of opens a chamber and then like sucks back in. You just kind of feel yourself slide, just pushed, just from all the air pressure backwards.
I'm going to try and use my strength just to batten down the hatches and hold on.
All right. Go ahead and just make a dex check for me, please.
Okay. I'm going to presume that danger sense does not proc on this.
Do you have dark vision?
That's true. 10.
A 10. Okay. So over the next minute, you take another 2 points of bludgeoning damage just from hanging pieces of rock that as you're kind of like the bumps just just you feel like part of your scalp just scrape off, just left behind, just bleeding, battered, and just kind of like doing your best to hold on in the awkward position that you're now laying. You've eventually come out and there's just blinding light after just, about a minute and a half or two of just absolute darkness.
I'm just going to wiggle my way down. Ow.
Okay.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Something might be broken.
Now, did the train person that Gerry was trying to distract hear all of the ow, oh, shit, god damn it?
No, he did not.
Alright.
After Gerry came out and they had their quick kind of conversation, he continued moving down the train car, so... He did
Seriously,
stop
just
hearing a
eat
very
the
loud
feathers
thunk.
of the chicken, and it's like a chimney sweep for your colon. I promise, it works every time.
Take your loony nonsense somewhere else.
As soon as he's out of sight, I rush back. Try to go save Arkhann.
Okay. There's a loud thud just like through the doorway ahead. Archon's pinky is like bent backwards.
Gerry, I did a boo-boo.
What did we learn?
Moving trains are not good for summoning Tibir.
Good job. No, let's go get breakfast.
Hey!
All right. So, guys, go get your breakfast. Bleeding the entire way. Definitely getting some more stairs now. Yeah, there's a bald spot on the back of your head now.
Man.
Some cave system somewhere just has a chunk of Arkhann's head. Just scalped him.
We walk through like the office car, and people just stop and stare, and I give Arkhann a swat on the butt and wink at somebody as we walk by.
Ew, he's bleeding on the floor.
You should see what it looks like back in the other car.
Disgusting.
Oh, man.
Savages.
They just hate you because they ain't you. Don't worry about them, Arkhann.
Wrath of Tibir visit their homes.
I'm sure he will.
All right. So, anything else you would like to accomplish for the day?
I will prayer of healing over breakfast.
Okay. All right.
Man.
At least close up the wounds. He's no longer bleeding
Or-
profusely.
20 points of healing.
Thank you, Gerry.
Yeah, don't do that again.
So stupid. All right. So, continuing on.
Here I thought there was going to be like bandits on the train or something. Nope. Just tunnels.
Doesn't look like it's the
That's
classic
the big
any
ball.
closer at all.
The 5-layer beefy boys' one weakness. Tunnels. Oh my god.
Never bring us to the Underdark.
Yeah. Apparently. Before long, you hear the train whistling after, your breakfast is concluded, whatever. Drinks or anything else that you wish to imbibe, courtesy of your paid passage.
Oh wait, hey. Food is free on here?
Within reason. There are some things that are limited to, you have like an add-on menu, basically. Like, alcohol is included. Limit 2 at a time sort of deal. There's a bunch of like restrictions and stuff that make it like really stupid and difficult.
Definitely been getting 2 at a time.
Harrow is trying to like get as much food out of it as possible while
All
still
right.
being free. It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, it's like, if you want seafood or something, then you get a surcharge. But chicken and stuff like that, it's all, included.
she's going to feast.
Okay. Harrow spends most of her time in the in the dining car.
I would like a garbanzo bean curry and a screwdriver, please.
You get some beans. Probably not good. I mean, they're good, but it's definitely not, a curry. Wrong cuisine type for this area. It's a bit more southern down home food.
Even the potatoes have bacon grease in them.
Yeah. Where is my avocado toast? I hate this character so much.
He's great. He's fantastic.
All right. Any conversations or anything anybody wishes to have before we move on?
Mainly just sitting there eating Jacob Harrow.
Okay.
Like, times have been tough. Like, spent like 8 gold on this ride. I'm gonna get as fat as I can.
Yeah, not cheap. Was not
Feast
cheap.
or famine.
Yeah, was not cheap. Okay. Well, before too long, about as evening starts to set again, you hear a triple horn trill that sets off. And you hear the squealing of the brakes of the train as it slowly begins to rumble into Wexhill Station. Before long, any items or baggage that was checked or whatever is offloaded, cargo, by the conductors. You're given your tickets to retrieve the bear and the pony. And you find yourselves in a beautiful, like, kind of, what's the word? Like, it's a very beautiful brick building. Like, inside, like, the roof is painted. There's, like, semi-transparent skylights that kind of reach over. It's a beautiful train station. Marbled, polished floors as you echo, and like people are walking through it. Just the sounds just ricochet and echo off all the walls. There's a few tapestries kind of hanging, but for the most part, it's just audio reverberations from the entire place. Just this cacophony of like amplified noise, and it's a reasonably large space, but it's there's a lot of noise. You can hear the trains like approaching down the tracks, just rumbling through, shaking the ground, little mini earthquakes as they approach. But you find yourselves safe, sound in Wexhill.
Real quick, the one thing I will do before we actually get there, when we see sight of a town coming up, I'll stick my hand out a window, summon my sword, and drop it.
There's just a flash of energy, and then lets it go. Just
basically,
the blade flings off, traveling at about 25 miles an hour. Hope there's nobody nearby the tracks.
Meanwhile, back in Warwood. So anyways, there's this nice sword here. I'm thinking I can get maybe 3 silver.
It was just here. We're gonna have to rethink our policy.
Meanwhile, some poor sheep farmer just lost an arm.
Next time I summon it, there's just random blood on there.
A helicopter blade just hit him in the side.
Yeah, he's dead. And then just lodges into a tree. Just bounce, ricochets, and then...
And this is how the party gets wanted for murder.
Yeah.
Or manslaughter.
Nobody knows where it came from.
Circles.
We're
I don't know who it was,
definitely
but people are throwing swords off trains again.
We are the worst party.
Yep.
A little bit.
We're morally gray, at best.
So, it's about... it's about an hour or two after sunset. It's about 7 p.m. It is now late into the second of Bellerin. Probably another, few hours or so and transition to the third. So, it's nighttime. You guys have been resting, but, it's still been some time since you woke up. What do you guys want to do?
Continue eating and enjoying the sights.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably see if I can find like a map of the city or
Okay.
something.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm really glad I decided to take investigation this time around
Mm-hmm.
for a 19.
A 19. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. Yeah. You find a map within the within Wexel Station itself. You manage to find a map of the city, basic layout, some points of interest, hotels and places to eat, stuff like that, bars, kind of touristy information, if you will.
Then for a 23 to perception, I'm just gonna, like, once we get off and kind of get a little bit into the train station, I'm gonna take a look around and see if anyone followed us or
Okay.
caught anyone's eyes or anything, just
Okay.
seeing what's what.
All right. Sure. And where are you headed after leaving the train station?
Do we want to go, like, straight to the guy's house
Good
on a
plan, Teddy.
mission?
I mean, I'm ready to go, if that's the case. Got all my stuff back.
And then left it again. But yeah. Chaotic neutral right there. Just
That's exactly what I am.
goodbye, sword.
God damn. Alright, what do people want to do?
We should just
like-
go straight to this guy's house.
Okay.
Okay. So you begin making your way to 2A Darcy Street, where this is Toskopple gave you directions to Doran's house. As you guys leave and start heading down the street, Harrow, you kind of like look behind you. You catch a few people, but they're all like milling about in the street. You see a couple like just RSB, milling about through the crowd. Nothing really of interest. As soon as you get about a block away, there's an alley that you have to cut down through to get to Darcy Street from your current location. And as you guys round that corner, Harrow, you look back again, and you see 3 black and copper uniforms trailing not too far behind you, now sticking out from the crowd.
Going to, like, telepathically to each and every person in the group, be like, hey, there's 3 RSP people trailing us. And they have been since the station. Probably tipped them off when we first left.
Want me to talk to him?
What was that?
Want me to talk to him?
I don't know why you would. So, we have...
They're lost?
I don't think they're lost. I think they're following us.
Maybe they should be lost?
Are we lost?
How does this work?
Harrow just, like, telepathic link. You can think the thought back to me, it'll be fine. Just act normal.
Can you see all of my thoughts? If so, I'm really sorry. I can't help it.
No.
Okay. As you
So we
oh.
can
Continue. Sorry.
we can try and lose them, or just pretend like nothing's happening. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't want them trailing.
I mean, we haven't done anything wrong. I don't see what the problem is. Why don't we just wait for them to catch up, have a little chat, and then go find this dude?
I don't think they care if you do something wrong or not. They just throw you in jail.
They're not gonna throw us in jail. We talked to
What's
like
what
a
we're like?
dozen of them back in the capital.
And you lied to them.
I mean, not really. Okay, so yes, I lied to them.
You've obstructed justice.
I mean,
Withheld information. Why wouldn't they throw you in jail?
You guys
No, because that'd be really stupid. Because we're trying to go get the bad guy.
Because he's
making
a
your
doctor.
way through this alley now. You're about midway through. And the RSB agents round the corner behind you. We'll make it about 5 or 10 feet down into the alley behind you.
As soon as we round that corner, I'm gonna pull Ralph out of my backpack, give him a couple of rocks, and set him at the corner's edge. And he's just gonna be juggling as the other guys come there to distract them.
Okay. Make a persuasion check
For me or Ralph?
for Ralph.
Alright,
I don't know what flying monkey stats are.
it's persuasion, wisdom. Alright, got +1. That rolled off my desk. 14.
14. Okay. So, Ralph, juggling on the corner. The agents round around the outside as well. I guess I can stop this train music.
Train music.
I don't hear any train music.
Oh, it's Rhonda.
Rhonda. Alright. So, Ralph, juggling. Watch the 3 RSB agents come around the corner, kind of like nudge each other, kind of shake their heads, like just give it a fleeting moment's glance, and head in there. You, citizens! Hold!
Ralph's gonna come up to him, like, hey, I just did a trick. Hold its little baby hands out, like this. Like, give me gold.
Bugger off.
He'll fly away onto the roof just to kind of watch us.
I'm gonna stop and smile and be polite.
And we assist you, officers.
I think you can. See, we got word from the lieutenant. You were doing our investigation for us. Well, we're here to tell you to knock it off. And as a
How did you guys
reminder,
get word of anything so quick? We just got here on the train.
of our ways.
That's super impressive.
They get closer. Hands on like billy clubs in their belts. Anyway, Lieutenant J sends his regards. And we'll pick up here next week.
Oh shit.
Lieutenant who?
Oh, it's so early.
Jace.
Jace.
Do we know who that is?
He was mentioned briefly last time. When you guys were, I think when you were doing the investigation.
Okay.
Last week, you mean? Like during the...
No. Like
Oh, you mean-
earlier, yeah. Instead of
When he was the coroner? Pretending to be the coroner?
yeah, said that he didn't want the lieutenant to see. The
Okay.
corporal to see.
So the lieutenant's an asshole. That's what we're getting.
Tenant's a dirty cop. That's what I've been leading to.
Well,
I can't bribe him because I have no money.
I want to do so much more D&D.
No, we're gonna fight these guys.
Yeah.
Murder
Like,
3
as-
cops in an alley as soon as
Yeah.
we get to the city.
as you come around, hands on the billy club, the two pull them out, obviously very aggressive. And the third one that's standing there, kind of behind, flanked by the other two, pulls one out, and you hear as electricity begins to arc around one of the batons.
I'm blaming
Harrow,
Ralph on this
like-
one.
Harrow's got her hand over her gun. As soon as she notices that shit, it's
Yeah.
this isn't gonna end well.
Oh yeah, we're starting on an initiative next week.
Okay, well, I started now. I love initiatives.
Let me tell you about the Avengers Initiative.
Kyle,
Yes.
thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, just thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Alright.
Indeed.
Stream.